All right, kicking off the stream. G'day, guys. Let us know, A, how you going, but also how we're looking and sounding today. Got a little prop for the first time. Let me set this up properly. Oh, baby. It is Western Derby 52. I am doing it alone today. Perth has surged into a bit of a lockdown. Not really a real lockdown, to be honest. We're just kind of coming out of a lockdown and just narrowly avoided another one. But the reason we are here today on True Footy Live is because we can't go attend the game. So I'm an Eagles member, would normally be there today, and sadly can't be there to see my team hopefully get a win. Just going to have a look at these settings here, make sure they are all G. How's everyone going? I'll get the chat up in a second. Everything appears to be alright here. Just getting a little error message, but you know, that's pretty common. G'day, Scott McBain, welcome. Lemsey, welcome. Timmy Scholl, Port Adelaide legend. Who says go Dockers? Alright, you're no longer welcome. Nah, I'm only kidding. Port played Western Collingwood. I expect 100 point smashing next week. So if Port got next week, have they got someone good? But Adelaide have the Crows. Surely you win by 100 points, if that's what you meant. Alright, just going to get the chat open here. Put my money on the Eagles -1.5. Yeah. Look, I've tipped the Eagles, but I'm a little bit nervous today. I don't know if I'm just nervous because I am doing a stream and it's a derby. And we saw what happened on the stream when the Eagles got slaughtered by not slaughtered, but well beaten by the Saints in the second half. I didn't take it too well, as you could see from the resultant vlog. I'm vlogging this one today as well. I'm tipping the Eagles though, despite the injuries. I feel like we'll lift. We have to respond after last week. Hang on, bear with me one moment. There we go. Sweet. Let us know in the comments what your tips are, guys. Who are we thinking? Scott McBain reckons Eagles by 70. JK gonna kick 9. I love your enthusiasm, mate. I really do. But I'm not as confident as you. Minecraft Pro Boy says I just played as the Eagles in my game and I beat the Dockers by 728. What minute quarters did you have? That's nuts. That is nutty. Timmy Scholl put on $35 US, which I reckon is about 50 bucks Australian. So that's a pretty hefty bet. Oh, should I put a bet? Oh, I don't know. Oh no, I have put on a bet. No, I put a bet on the preview. So if you haven't seen the preview yet, go check that out and then come back to the stream. But Druzy and I have previewed this game. I think I tipped the Eagles by 17. I tipped Hearn for the Glens inning, but unfortunately he didn't get up. He's got a little calf setback, so I'm going to have to rethink that one. I'd love it to be an Oscar Allen because that means we kick plenty of goals. But other than that, I could actually see someone like a sneaky Jack Redden winning it. I think he's going to have to play a good game because our midfielder's average and undermanned, and Fremantle is good. And midfield's going to have to pull a few blinders. Minecraft said I had 67-minute quarters. Is that even possible? Is this on AFL Evo? Bryn with the good stuff says late withdrawal. Nick Nat, Gaff, Allen, and Sheed all injured. Nah. Takes more than that to get past me, my friend. But yeah, let us know in the comments what you guys are expecting from a result today. Unfortunately, Druzy and I are actually competing today with our streams. So I don't think he started yet, but we're going to call each other at halftime. And hopefully that call is not painful. Because he's the sort of guy to rub it in if they Dockers get up today. Timmy Scholl says 45 bucks. Yeah, still pretty hefty bet. Thoughts on GWS says Jim. Welcome, Jim. Yeah, look. They looked really good yesterday. that kind of really shocks me. As you can see on the stream, we did the stream because we thought it was going to be a really good game, but as it turned out, I don't know if the Crows didn't show up. Certainly not to the extent that they're capable of. They had some good passages. I was saying to Bush, like, they were moving the ball pretty well. They didn't look like a team that was lazy and fatigued or underdone or whatever. They just... The ball use was still fairly clean. It was just a weird game where the Giants just were winning so much of the ball that defensively Adelaide just couldn't suppress them at all. Minecraft says different game. What game are you playing then? Kev's predicting a hard-fought game. Welcome, Kev. And Ashton reckons Gaff will get BOG. Yeah, that could be the case. Could be the case. Lucky there's no fans to boo him today. It's probably a good one to win the Glendinning medal because no one can boo him. Arman is questioning whether the Port Power are pretenders after a 10-goal loss last night. Nah, there's been plenty of good teams to go to the Gabba and get thumped, to be honest. 2 away thumpings this year to the Power. Nah. Even any flag team has bad days. And they've had 2 their away games against really good teams. So, well, kind of depends how you rate the Eagles, but I think the Eagles played pretty well that game. Sounds always says, do you reckon we'll go into lockdown? No, I'm quietly confident we won't, but I think we're going to have to wear masks for at least a couple of weeks. And that sucks, because I don't get to work from home, so I have to wear a mask for 40 plus hours a week. That does make it a bit annoying, but we are very privileged, so I can't complain too much. But I'm confident that this is complete guesswork, because I don't know shit about what's happening, but I think because they got on top of this little... not outbreak, but the security guard who's tested positive. I think they got onto it quick enough, and the fact that everyone's already wearing masks means that the spread should be pretty limited. And we've had good luck in this area previously, so. Alistair wishes we could go to the game. Yep. Are you a member, Alistair, or who would you be going to see? Sorry if I've missed it and you said who you support, but sucks Govern's out. Yeah, see, Gov out on its own, I can live with, but Barras out, who's probably been better of the 2 this year, that really hurts. And it's good that we're coming up against a team who have a decent key forward in Taberner, but it would be more nerve-wracking if we were playing a Hawkins or a Jeremy Cameron or a Tom Lynch or Rewalt, whatever, It is going to be a bit of a concern though, so I'm expecting our tall backs just about to be... Harry Edwards is coming into the side, player I really like. I'm thinking Oscar Allen might have to spend some time back too. Mitch says, what do you think about the no crowds call so close to the game? I think it would have been quite odd for us to proceed with a 45,000 crowd in the midst of a little bit of a, not lockdown, but there's a lot of concern at the moment, and a lot of people criticised. They were like, how can we go ahead with this game yesterday when they didn't make a decision yesterday? People criticised the fact that they didn't just, cut the crowd there and then. They decided to get more health advice. Look, I think most realistic people would have been bracing for the fact we weren't gonna get a crowd in. So, yeah, sucks for the fans, but it's for the greater good of the community. Mitchie is not able. G'day, Mitchie. First of all, won't be able to tune in today. Going to my uncle's to watch the game. Hope you have a good stream. Thanks, mate. He's left his cheeky stat in the DM, so I'm gonna fire that up. Alice is an Eagles fan. Nice one, mate. I knew you were a good sort. Jim asks, is McGowan a Freo or West Coast fan? He's a Freo fan, if I'm not mistaken. No wonder he banned the crowd. Nah, I'm just kidding. Jim Tracy, mate, how are ya? Are you watching the Essendon Carlton game? No, I've kind of got the pre-game of this game on. Might flick over for a bit because I think we have another few minutes until bounce down. Hang on, I'm out of sorts here because I'm on Channel 7 and I'm going to flick it onto the superior KO Sports. Plenty in the chat. Thanks, guys. It's good to see you here. Yesterday's stream was a little quiet, but understandable because it turned out to be an absolute trash game. But here we are. Kev's done a review, and I'll tell you when I'm passionate and the anger, I started coughing twice. Oh boy, yeah. Yesterday it would have been a tough loss for Pies fans to tolerate. Where are we up to now? Kev asked if you'll get a refund. I don't know what's going to happen with that, mate. You pay an upfront fee, and I paid my membership fee for this year in 2019 because we just got it, pushed forward a year. So I don't know what their plan is, if they're going to credit fans who miss games, because this might not be the only home game we don't get to go to. Unfortunately, I'm hoping it is. But yeah, we're talking about $50, $60, refund potentially. So it's nothing to sneeze at. D-Friend says you're a better YouTuber than even Jake Paul. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. I actually like Jake Paul in a weird way, but it's more of like I'm kind of fascinated by him more than I like him, because I think he's an absolute toss bag, but he's super versatile and, generally a good amateur boxer. So, not that that's really anything to do with what you actually said, but I appreciate the compliment, mate. Thank you. Sasquatch Frio's in the chat. One of the OGs of True Footy. He says, go Freo. Get out of it. Matt WA says, was last night 15 metres? Yeah, I think it was 15 metres, mate. I thought it was comfortably 15 metres. But Geelong, got away with one earlier this year with that Blitzarves holding the ball. Well, Carlton have come back here a bit. I'm just having a look. Cripps is lining up to make it just 2 points. Lucas asks, thoughts on AFL punditry in general? It feels like if a team wins 1 week, they're a top 8 or premiership contender, and if a team loses 1 week, they're pretenders, season's over. 100%. That's 100% exactly right. And it's hard, not that I'm a pundit as such, but, doing a YouTube channel, we're sort of the wannabe media a little bit, and it's hard to not fall into that trap as well. I feel like I personally am pretty good at sort of trying to avoid that kind of hype, either positive or negative. And that's why I'm backing the Eagles today, for that reason. I don't want to be reactionary over one game. But yeah, no, I think you're right. They build narratives, and it works. UCat says, I hope you have a miserable day. Thanks, brother. Druzy started his stream. I wonder if he's going to get any people watching. I'm sure he will. Actually, I think yesterday we both streamed and his stream did well. Better than mine. Some better games last night, to be fair. But no, Drew's got a good channel, a good stream. So if you want to go see him, I don't hate you. But I will never forgive you. Sasquatch asks, do you think Allen will play forward or back? It's a really good question. I'm inclined to say he's playing back today, because Harry Edwards is our only tall back other than him. Who are Fremantle's tall forwards in this game? I know Taberner, but you obviously dropped Tracy, and I guess Lob's going to be in the playing a bit of forward. Hey, I'm just going to get the lineups up. Lob, Taberner, and then some small guys. Frederick's not small, but he's not really a tall either. Yeah, and then Sean Darcy to consider as well. What, the AFL app has a mistake. It's got the Nick Nat and Darcy in the team twice. Yeah. So I think Allen will have to play back, and I'm happy with that. I think he's a good defender. Where are we at? Do you think Port play different when we get Boak, Butters and Dersma or Lockie Jones? Yeah, I think Boak is just about your best player. Butters is one of my favourite players at Port. Seriously good player. Dersma just started to build momentum right before he got injured. Yeah, of course they'll be better. But they wouldn't have won last night with those players in. Sorry, just trying to catch up with the stream. Lots of people contributing today. Thank you very much. Oh, we've had a contribution from, can't see the full name. Does it say West Coast Eagles? Sorry, I'll have to look on my phone, see if I can. But shout out to you, West Coast Eagles mystery man. Thank you so much for donating. West Coast Eagles legend. $4.49. Thank you so much. Appreciate your contributions. Just trying to catch up on the chat now. Gaff is averaging more marks than McGovern, says AFL boy. That's really interesting. Taberner and Lob forward. Fife and Darcy to pinch it. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think Shepherd will play some sort of... Shepherd's probably going to have Walters to deal with today, I would imagine. Yeah. And then... I forgot what I was going to say, to be honest. Question, Jesse. Who do you think are the announcements of teams' lineups? What do I think of announcements of a team's lineups 24 hours out from a game? I think it makes sense from a league standpoint. It's horrible from a fantasy standpoint. Really, really makes it hard to pick an AFL fantasy team week to week. Yeah, it sucks. Do I reckon Allen is going to be our next big thing or just having a few good games? No, I'm fully on board that Oscar Allen is the next big thing at West Coast. I think he will be our best player for the next generation. Hamish is pissed, can't go to the game. Well, I appreciate you being here, Hamish. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. It would have been nice to have a vlog today. I'm going to vlog this weekend in general, but yeah. Minecraft Boys is asking, how do you donate? I appreciate the gusto. Don't expect anyone to donate, but if you'd love to, I believe in the chat, the little S sticker down there is how you do it. That's it, yeah. But thank you, guys. Shannon Humphreys in the chat. Welcome, mate. How are you? I think I might have missed a few questions here, so I'm just going to scroll up. Chris is in the chat. Let's go, fellas. Big game. It is a big game. It is a big game. On the Fremantle side of things, if they win, they're 4-2 now. They'll be 5-2 and in 4th spot, if I'm not mistaken, assuming they win by a few goals. So that's a really big win for them. Our loss for us is probably the more significant result, and it would kind of push us further away from that top 8. I think we're at 11th at the moment or something like that. And while I wouldn't rule us out for finals from that point, and I think we have some injuries, as do Freo, yeah, it would hurt our season definitely if we lost this. Jim's asking if I have a second team. I don't really have one because it fluctuates with who I like at the time, but I think more so the Doggies than anyone lately. Kind of in the same way that Premier League fans probably started to like Leicester after 2016. Was it 2016? Yeah. And the Dogs won in 16 as well. Was that all in the same year? I think it was. Maybe it was 15 that Leicester won. I'm sure somebody will confirm it for me. But yeah, in the same way, you kind of just sort of love that narrative, like their players, big fan of Bontempelli. And I kind of like Gold Coast as well. Until they get threatening. 31 in the chat. Thank you, guys. If you could like the stream, that would help a lot. I know it sounds really lame, but I believe it does actually really help to like a stream. So you'd be doing me a big favour. Thank you. I'm just nervous that our weak backline and midfield will hold our forwards back while dominating and getting the Freo forwards firing. Yeah. So I think even fully fit, our midfield is the letdown of our side. And Liam Ryan is a huge out for us because the Eagles often rely on players just making the most of an opportunity and out of nowhere can turn the momentum by, taking an unexpected pack mark or, or a hanger or, snapping a mercurial goal. He out of the side worries me as much as any individual out as well. So that's a bit of a worry. To answer the question, look, the Eagles midfield is capable of having blinders. Like Redden and Sheed, Gaff, Kelly, all on their day have the ability to turn up and play like a 3-vote game. So I'm hoping we see a performance similar to, or a midfield performance like against Collingwood. Redden was just about BOG. And then also against St Kilda last year when the Eagles were far more underdone and had more injuries than I think I've ever seen the Eagles have, and we got the win. Kelly and Gaff stood up, so yeah, I'm hoping. Minecraft says in a few years do a live stream and I'll give you $159. Deal, mate. 3 years from now, I'll meet you in a live stream. Hamish says, Liam Ryan is our ex-factory. Yes, he did actually used to be a factory back in the day. Logan's in the chat and he reckons West Coast to win by 25. So that gives me confidence because Logan is a very good footy tipper. So that's the man you need to listen to. Where are we up to? So Armand wants a grand final prediction at this point. How juicy would a Richmond and Melbourne be? I don't know. Melbourne's just like a little bit harder to back than someone like a Bulldogs. I think the top four is clearly Richmond, Melbourne, Bulldogs, Port. I think we're starting to see these guys settled as our best four teams. Richmond can finish 5th or 6th and still win. So I'm thinking Richmond, Melbourne, or Richmond against any of the other top four at the moment. It's hard to say, but I'd be surprised if it's not one of those four or two of those four. Yeah, Hamish says he hopes the injuries don't continue to finals. Yeah, unfortunately. But unfortunately, I mean, in best case scenario, we get those players back. If we're 5th or 6th, I don't think we're in the frame to win the flag. So, yeah, we're going to have to go on a bit of a run starting today. Dingo Dogman says it's in Perth, which means West Coast will actually show up. I think that's a little bit of a myth. I don't think we're bad away from home. I think this year, evidently, we've lost 3 away and won 3 at home, but it's a very small sample size. Sean says, welcome Sean, welcome to the chat. Eagles suck, Dockers rock. Thanks, buddy. Are you getting your jocks out in the stream? Mum just walked in, switched to the hub, more easier to explain. Switch to the hub. Sorry, I don't follow that. Maybe I'm just being dumb. Druzy says my stream is better. What a pig. Tony says no, it's not. Sucked in, Drews. Where are we up to? The chat is bubbling away, so thank you so much. And it looks like 27 of you have liked now, so I appreciate that. Minecraft says he has $9.5 grand in his account, but I can't use my money. Mate, I don't blame you for not spending your cash on the stream. It's really nice if people do donate, but nah, keep your hard earned. And well done on saving that amount as well. Jim wants to know, the 2015 grand final was Freo versus West Coast. Who would be your tip? I love this question. I reckon we would have smacked them, to be honest. I think West Coast were clearly, at times, the best team in 2015. Obviously, Hawthorn had a gear that West Coast didn't have at all, and were deserving premiers, and they were a champion side. So, but from the point that Fife got injured, I think he bruised his sternum in 2015. Fremantle were crap, and even their pathway in the finals to get to that prelim was lucky. The only team that was more cooked than Freo in terms of how lethargic they looked was Sydney, and that was who they beat by 10 points or something in the first final, and then Hawthorn outclassed them in the prelim. So yeah, I think the Eagles would have won the grand final, but Fremantle in the first half of 2015. They probably would have beaten West Coast. In fact, they did beat West Coast in round 3. So Fremantle had a bit of a bipolar that year. 2013 Fremantle was a better side. Druzy's stream is a sausage fest. Oh boy, I hope that means they're cooking a barbecue. What are we up to? Where are we up to? Sorry. Arman says, what team do you think Melbourne will lose against? I think they have the Dogs in round 11. But got challenged today against North. So let's have a look at their fixtures. They'll lose one you don't expect. It's just how football works. So they've got Sydney next week. Not an absolute gimme. They've got Carlton. Then that could be a game that Carlton pinches. Obviously, I rate Melbourne better team than Carlton. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. Then they got a trip to Adelaide against Adelaide. I mean, they're all losable, but I'd be tipping Melbourne in all of those games. And then the Dogs in round 11 in Marvel. What will probably happen is that they'll lose to a Carlton and then beat the Dogs. That's just how it works. Then they got the Lions in what looks like Alice Springs, a neutral venue. That would be a tough game. So yeah, any game's losable for any team. And it's crazy how often the first loss comes against the team you don't expect. Oh, boys and girls, I am talking up a storm. We've been on the stream for about 26 minutes now or something. Bear with me, I'm actually going to chuck my laptop on charge so it doesn't die. Should be right here. Bada bing, bada boom. The pleasing thing is it appears we've gotten rid of the lag that my previous streams have had lately. Don't know if anyone's noticed that, but it is pleasing. PAFC Central. Hey, True Footy. Welcome, mate. Thanks for joining the stream. Despise Access, how do you feel after the last Eagles game against Geelong? So I couldn't watch the game due to work commitments. And I think that was the best game I could have missed. And therefore, I'm not too emotional about it. I'm sure I would have been pretty dejected. So I feel like I'm going into this game with a clear head. Hang on. I'm an idiot. I've been so concerned with the stream. The football started. Oh, I'm the worst. I am the worst. I am the worst. The game has started, hasn't it? Boy, oh boy. I flicked over to the Carlton Essendon game. What was I thinking? Let's sort this right out. In progress. Jeez, how embarrassing. Yeah, so we're 3 minutes in and I literally missed the start. I'm an absolute idiot. 47 in the chat though. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you liking the stream if you can. Is that Heath Chapman has... Oh, kind of hurt himself. Hopefully just winded. No, that's a shoulder. Adith said he wanted to go to the game, but he couldn't. Well, thanks for joining for the stream, mate. Appreciate that. I wonder if they're doing the fake crowd noise thing. Yes, they are. It does help. Okay, Shepherd with an unconvincing kick. Okay, so Waterman playing forward. He was another one that might have been a contender to play back. Cripps! Oh, he with the fumble. I'm going to also vlog. Bear with me, guys. Richo man asked, will anyone be joining you, Jesse? No, I couldn't wrangle up any... I sent a few invites out to a couple of close mates, but it was quite late notice because I thought I was going to the game a couple of hours ago. Oh, cruel bounce from Witherden. He's done well against Collier. And Fremantle are out of trouble. Tremo says, I'm a #1 YouTuber. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Despise says, we were let off the hook with that, not losing by 100. Yeah, I know. I think was it Duncan that missed a really simple shot as well. And this is well spoiled by Rotham. Oh, that's another tall defender we have, actually. Not a key back, truly, but nonetheless, he is tall at like 6'4", so that's good. I kind of want to just see how young Drews is going. Here we go. Whoa. It's a hot footy so far, guys. Jesse Armour says, sad, doesn't have any friends. Well, you're not wrong. Well, actually, Drews' stream is doing well as well. 45 in the chat. Good man. We're all thriving. Oh, out of congestion. Sarong has kicked an amazing goal. Fuck. I'd love to say I'm going to keep the swearing down today, but depends how the game goes. Jack says, how are you, Jesse? Go Freo. Hope the Eagles can lift. Thanks, mate. I'm well. I'm well. A little bit nervous. This is definitely a big danger game, but, you know, yeah, going all right. BAFC is switching between this and Drew's stream. Thanks, mate. Appreciate the commitment. Sammy G says, me and Cardi are watching this live from the G. You're a legend, mate. Thank you. Mac says, I thought you were going to the game. Yes, but if you're not in WA, we have a little bit of a COVID situation where we're not in true lockdown just yet, but we decided to have an empty stadium. So if you look at the game, there's no one in the crowd. That's where I would otherwise be. Adith, I've tipped the Eagles today, but Fremantle have got the first on the board. Vardy in the ruck. Mundy out to lob the outside mid. Good chase there from Langdon. Toby Watson, the flaming ginger, has his possession spoiled. Hamish says we can't get our hands on it. Yeah. So far, not so flash, but we do start games poorly. Except last week, and then we saw what happened after that. Early days. We're just Fremantle's midfield is probably going to get the better of us today. So it's just about nullifying to what extent they can create opportunities from that. G'day, Cardi. Schultz actually played a... hang on, I just saw that. You might not actually know this about Lachie Schultz, but he did play a very minor role in the movie The Hobbit as an extra. Walters snaps from congestion. Please don't take an uncontested mark. He's gone bravely. Mundy's a pretty composed player, but that is going to be touched. And no score. Harry Edwards, is this his second game, I think? I remember his first game. I can't remember if he played last year at all after that. I don't think he did. Freo looked pretty good early on. Yep, no surprises there. Jim's asking next AFL expansion club. It's a good question. I'm inclined to think, didn't they make a move to give Tasmania a VFL license? I feel like that, I could be misreading it, but that's kind of a step, towards sort of considering them, I think. Oh, Jermaine Jones, did he play on or was it touched? But it was brave, if it was a play on. Oh, not helping each other out too much here. Branda gets wrapped up. We got company.
Are you doing it by yourself?
Yeah.
Nice. How's it going?
I'm just a king of content, bro.
Yeah, you are.
It's only just started. Dylan's in the chat. Oh.
Sharon's in the chat, the boys in the chat,
And they've bombed it long to no forward.
How's the game going? Talk to me, Daddy.
It's been about 5 minutes, and Freo the first goal and dominated possession, but we do often start slowly, so not a big deal. How was your hike? Yeah?
Hot. Did you see my snap?
I did.
Sorry.
Yeah, I laughed at it. Isaac's show says, who kicked the first? Caleb Sarong snapped it really well.
My mum's got sarongs.
Dylan says his mum has sarongs. Oh, it's a decent tackle, but didn't wrap the arm up. Mundy has kicked a goal, and they're 2 goals straight. That sucks. Nicholas says my sound isn't coming through his right headphone on my vid. I wish I knew how to fix that. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I'm sure there is a silly setting here in OBS. Like an audio feature. You know what? I might even just have a look. Talk amongst yourselves. Nah, no idea. Sorry, mate. 58 in the chat, though. Probably just tuning in to see my reaction to being 2 goals down. That's cool, as long as you're here. Not a great start, Richo Man says. No, you're right. But we do start slowly. Alright, another clearance to the Dockers. Darcy Tucker, who's an in this week, gets the ball. Gee, Cripps has pretty much not fucked up every time he's had the ball. Wait, no, the opposite. Every time he's had the ball, he's fucked up. Which is frustrating. Oh, that is a great kick. Is that Tucker? Oh! Ball spills out the back. Rotham tidies up, and the Eagles can hopefully build something meaningful here. And who the fuck was that? That was just a blind turnover. That's cool. Another inside 50, a holding free, and it goes to Edwards, thank God. Nicholas says, I tried with another vid. Whatever. With another vid of mine? Is that what you mean? Yeah. No, I'm sure it's some setting that I don't know how to change. So Redden's had plenty of the ball early. Oh, Kennedy's jumped too early, and that is going to spill out of bounds as a result. Lucas asked, do you think the AFL's fan culture and stadium atmosphere will ever reach the levels of European soccer? What do you think could be done to create that culture? Well, I mean, there's a lot wrong with European crowd culture. It would be cool to have like more like hearty chants and passion. But there's also like a lot of issues with racism and like crowd violence, if I'm not mistaken, in the UK. At least that's the impression I get. So that's one thing we've got a lot better. You talking about the milk? Oh, the chicken. Yeah, right. I was going to say, that milk is probably on its last legs.
Like 2 weeks out of date now.
Yeah. Am I brothers with BKR? No, never met the fella. Huntsman, that's a good one. True. Dylan, I got a good one for you. Huntsman just says, have you seen the clown that hides from gay people in Perth recently?
No.
Wonder why. That's so juvenile, but it's actually quality. Well played. I meant more of the chants and the songs. Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know what we can do to really make that happen, other than just years of history. But it is a very family-friendly atmosphere at footy games, as opposed to the UK, for instance, where everyone who goes is like an absolutely mad keen football fan. The Eagles starting to get a bit of field position now. And an inside 50 comes in the form of Duggan. Gross. It might be your specific headphones that's the problem, says Isaac. Yeah, it could be, I don't know. Wish I could tell you. Still a hot footy here at Optus Stadium. The crowd goes wild. To have a quick look at the stats, I'm guessing they're all pretty Fremantle centric. Yeah. Oh, Redden's had 8. Holy shit. So is Brayshaw in 5-7. She clean ball inside 50. Still can't grab a mark inside 50. Oh, Jermaine Jones has done very nicely there. He's snapped and he's kicked. That's a great goal. And probably one passage of play where H will look back on and think, shit,
That's
how the...
James' ex-boyfriend.
James H?
No, Jermaine is the family friend.
Oh. Oh yeah, because he played for Geelong, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Harrison Irvine's in the chat, says, hey dude, I'm watching this game on TV. Sadly, no crowds. Yeah, it's a shame. Couldn't be there. The crowd probably would have helped West Coast in this game, being their home game. Couple of Carney Eagles in the chat. Well said. And Nat Nui back in the ruck, wins it to Kelly, who wins a clearance. No, it's not a clearance. He's turned it over. Oh, good handball there from Nick. The Eagles surging forward again. This is what I was half expecting after a slow start. And he's found Kennedy on his own. Good stuff, West Coast. 50 in the chat. Thanks, guys. If we get the likes up to 50, that would be El Hoto, as they say in Morocco. Oh, so my dad accidentally sent me a message today thinking it was his friend, Pat, and he was like, "Hey Pat, won't be able to catch up for a beer at the footy." And he sent it to me, and I replied, "Hey Kimbo, no worries. Shane was really keen to get a few El Beveragios, as they say in Morocco, but I guess not to be. See you for a round of squash sometime." And then my dad just replies, "Thanks, Pat." Like, still didn't realise it was me. And I've missed Kennedy's goal. I love stitching up my dad.
Surely it sees Jesse message.
Yeah, and then I said, "Wait, did you fall for that?" And he goes, "You know I don't look at who texts." Oh. All right, 2 goals apiece after a slow start from the Eagles where Fremantle dominated possession. They got a bit of momentum back. Jermaine Jones kicked a dope-ass goal, as they say in England. And then Josh Kennedy got the end of a good pass. And playing more on our terms in the last couple of minutes. Hopefully we can sustain it. Another clearance through the Sarong. He's a good little player. Oh, and that is a good pass inside 50. Oh, in the face!
That's got to be reversed.
Have they reversed it?
Oh, Tabernacle, you are the dumbest man.
Damn, you are dumb. You are really dumb.
That's just like so dumb. Why?
Yeah, he just gives him the old get out of it. I can see why he's done it. He's done it so, hey, don't come too close. But it's giving away the free. Oh, on the ball. Yeah, probably the right call there. RC, the boss, says, "Hi, man." Harrison Irvine says, "How do you feel about last week?" Yeah, it sucks. I guess, because I didn't watch it, I'm not too devo, but... Oh, Alan flies. To be honest, I tipped us to lose by 50 points or 45 points, so to lose by 97 sucks, but it's not like losing a game you expect to win. I think I'd probably feel far worse losing today, but who knows. Oh, yes, good tackle. Good intensity from the Eagles here. DJ Yams wants to know what I'm drinking. This is a BSC muscle protein shake. Don't know why I said it with an Indian accent, but I like it because it's got a 5 health star rating, 30 grams of protein, and just 8 grams of sugar, and it's caffeinated, so I have it as like a little coffee boost, and boy, do I need a caffeine boost when I do these streams. Especially by yourself, there is just no break in talking. Jones has sent it deep. And that's a good, strong... Oh, nearly a mark from Chapman. Oh! Fremantle get out of trouble. DJ says something to calm the nerves. No, there's no alcohol in this, sadly. We'll see. I do have a bottle of red wine at the back, so we'll see what the halftime score is. Maybe I'll need it. But if anything, caffeine heightens anxiety, so I'm thriving. It is bulking season. Nah, not really. I'm actually not really bulking or doing anything at the moment. I'm just kind of going to the gym when I can. Gym's just opened again this weekend, but you have to train in a mask, which sucks. Thanks, Lockie. We love you too, buddy. Thanks for joining us today. Bulldogs got their first loss to the Tigers this weekend. You're right, Harry. I didn't watch the game much. I was working. Oh! Smothered ball. The ball is in for a ball in the forward pocket for Fremantle. How did your footy game go yesterday, Dylan?
Yeah, good.
Did you have a win?
Yeah, I'm like 6.
6 points?
No goals.
Oh, I was going to say. Yeah, right.
Oh, I got 6 goals, yeah.
How'd you play?
Yeah, good. Kick 3.
Kick 3? Whew. Who needs a sausage sizzle at Bunnings when you're dishing out snags like you are?
All in the first half, though.
Oh, yeah.
After the second half, we just sort of ran over him, so like goals became a lot easier.
Mm.
So I gave a few off, and I also missed 2.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
second half.
Oh, I could have had 5.
Yeah.
What's your biggest bag in a game?
I've never kicked more than 3, and I've kicked
Yeah, right.
3 probably like 10 to 20 times.
Yeah, right.
I've never been able to kick 4.
Yeah. Tommy Cole, rather. Tommy Goal. Good even contest so far. I'm comfortable with it even first quarter. I feel like we get better as the game goes on. Unlike last week. Sometimes when the Eagles start well, it makes me nervous. I'm like, fuck. We normally don't start well, and whenever we do start well, we lose. Oh, that's a great tackle from Sheed. Not known for his tackling, so good effort to win holding the ball there. He's found Redden. Been prominent. Oh, Duggan. Too fast for Croden. Another player who's been in a Lord of the Rings film before as an extra. I said the same thing about Lockie Schultz.
I didn't get the jokes.
Because they're hobbits. They're like literally the shortest guys ever. Getting quite a lot of questions about who's the lady in the background.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not on the video on mine.
You're distant, like you can see the back of a female head. You're famous now, Sheridan. Oh, JK has slotted that. Big in today for the Eagles. Drew's streaming competitively right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you go to his stream, put a thumbs down. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
No, that would be funny.
Nah, don't do that. Nah, he's getting good numbers. I just had a little look. Kind of want to listen to what Drew's saying. This is a weird little dynamic. We're going to call each other at half time. For anyone who loosely follows the Waffle, the prelude to this game was actually Fremantle's reserve team, Peel, or at least affiliate team, Peel, clapped the cheeks of the Eagles Waffle team. Absolutely clapped them into Neverland.
Really?
Yeah. But the Eagles have a lot of injuries. Well, I guess they both do. But also the Eagles' top-up players are ammos. They don't really have too many Waffle quality players, so it's just like the Eagles list fillers and then ammos. So they suck.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I guess to balance out the fact that we got like 10 AFL listed players. And also because it's an added team, obviously the talent pool gets shallower. And the Waffle also doesn't want the AFL teams to be too competitive. Oh, Darling has marked it. And the Eagles are lining up to make it 12 points. This is hot content. Cameron says, why not with Druzy? Well, he was always going to do a stream today, and I was going to go to the game. So he did invite me to join his stream today, but I thought, you know, it's a derby. It's going to be a little tense. So, nah. Separate but equal. Macca wants me to show us your missus. She's not my missus. Darling has kicked, and that is going to sneak through for a goal. The Eagles are up 4-2. And Daniel Busher can suck my left nut. I'm just kidding. I'm open to all tips for this game, so to speak. I think I can understand why people would tip Freo. But for the record, Daniel Busher did tip Fremantle by 7 goals today. So part of me is just, you know, really hoping we clap him. Jesse Armour says, Jesse is a pretty sick name, not going to lie. I disagree. I think it's a girl's name. I actually don't think it's a girl's name. I'll tell you why. All my life, people have been spelling my name with an IE, right? And then other people say it's a girl's name. But I have met 10 times more male Jessies than female Jessies in my life. So suck on that. People are so fascinated by who's in the background. It is my roommate Dylan, who you should know from the channel, also the Cold World podcast, link in the description, and his friend. Mundy sends the ball in deep. Jeez, David Mundy is a class player, hey. He's found Rory Lobb on a lead. Cody says, g'day, True Footy, g'day, mate. Jesse from Breaking Bad was a cool dude. I never watched that show, actually. I'm actually named after Uncle Jesse from Full House, but I'm guessing most people in this chat are too young to know what the hell that is. Lob has slotted it. That's a good goal. So accurate start from both sides. 7 goals straight. And I'm going to get a drink of water. Bear with me. Thanks for cleaning the kitchen, by the way. Was that you? Oh, wow, thank you. I feel bad.
Yeah, I did some of it.
No, I'll make something.
Like things in it.
And we're back. Matt Taberner is a crab. Yeah, you almost hear Busher from here when he gave away that free kick. Huntsman knows Full House. Yeah, I was named after John Stamos, apparently. Hello, Batmanato. Who wins next week, North or Collingwood? That's a good question. It's winnable for North. I'll probably still tip Collingwood. Oh, Nick with the clearance. Is it a clearance? Yes, it counts because it's effective. Kennedy gets the ball. Oh, Kelly streams into an open goal, kind of, and he's missed. He's missed. Rats. Good game of footy so far. I was named after one of my mum's ex-boyfriends. Really? He must have left an impression. I wasn't being graphic. I'm still laughing at the clown who hides from gay people joke. I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna use it at work. I do love a good lowbrow joke. Max says, do you think this derby will be closer than the previous ones? Well, last one was, I think, 4 goals to the Eagles. The one before that, I think, was about 90. I definitely don't think it's going to be anywhere near that. It could. I think I tipped this by 17, so yeah, I guess you could say. Oh, Brander heard footsteps and pussied out. Oh my God, Brander. That was soft as butter. Taberner has now kicked. Good goal. Oh, that's your goal, Brander. That was fucking poor. You could just see his face, like, take his eyes off the ball. Literally, like, a metre of space. Let's watch that. Oh, they don't include it in the replay. That's kind. Ugh, shameful. It was either Scott, Hunter, or Andrew, so I was like, F that, and chose Hunter. Wait, you chose your own name? I'm confused. Macapaka says, what do you do for work other than YouTube? I am a Bunnings dog. Yeah, I work at the Mighty Bunnings. Punch-ons at the G, they reckon. Well, it looks like a thriller in the other game. Essendon trail by 3 points. I've tipped Essendon. Another clearance here to the Eagles, starting to win the ball. You can see them win the... Oh, Darling has taken an amazing mark. Good courage. This has been a really good quarter from both teams. It's just a content factory right here. Alright. So with 30 seconds to go, Darling is lining up to make it 7 points. He shouldn't miss this. Don't Jared Brander it. And he has... That's a miss. That is shameful. That is shameful. $16 seconds to go. Dorothy McGinley's going off in the chat. Go Freo, she reckons. Well, I disagree. Frederick's got it. He's going to be beaten by the siren, though, I reckon. No. Hey. Unfortunate, Collier took his first contested mark of his career. When I was 6, my mum told me what I wanted to be called. Hey? Do you mean asked you? Surely not. That's so weird. But interesting. Horatio. No, I don't know. Yeah, so what do they call you to that point? Then do they change your name by default? I can't tell if you're messy with me. If anyone's wondering that mysterious sound, Dylan has got some ketchup over there. It's not me. We've got Coxie on the chat.
Probably chatting up some
Hello. That was good timing for me to answer. I just heard what you said. I just heard probably talking to some sexy bitch. Were you talking about me?
Yes.
Oh, goodness. I'm trying to keep you close to the mic.
What did you make the first quarter, Jesse?
No, I'm happy with it. Slow start is typical of the Eagles. And, wait, let me vlog this at the same time.
Oh, it's legit.
This is just a house of content.
With my vlog camera. Are you looking after Lucy?
Looking after... Oh, Lucy, I am, yeah. The goose, we call her here. No, but... Yeah.
What do you make of Freo in that quarter? The important thing that we have to talk about, the Dockers. Everyone's here for the Dockers, Jesse. So, how's your stream going as well? How many watches, viewers do you have?
Well, there's a lot of questions there, Drews. First of all, stream's going well. We got like 40 to 60 on average. I think similar to you.
Yep. Up to about 50, so it's good.
Yeah. Fremantle are playing pretty much exactly how I expected. Eagles had a slow start and then started to play more on their terms a bit later on. Frustrating that Darling missed that from 20 metres out, and that also Jared Brander gifted you a goal by absolutely squibbing it. But overall, I'm pretty confident. Are you confident?
I think the game's in the balance still, but yeah, I'd say West Coast have looked more likely.
Yeah.
They're hitting up those leads. Freo's goals have, as you said, come from mistakes and fumbles. Well, we've been clinical, which is, we don't do that often. Matt Taberner's goal was excellent.
It was.
Not what you usually expect from Taberner. But yeah, good quarter overall. Entertaining quarter.
Yeah, very even. I don't think, the Eagles lead by 2 points. I wouldn't say we were like clearly the better team by any stretch. I just also back us in to get better as the game progresses. So hopefully we see that.
All right, we'll be back at halftime. I'll call you at halftime.
All right.
Hopefully your team kicks no goals and my team kicks lots of goals.
That's airtight analysis, buddy.
All right, go the Dockers.
I miss you.
You should have been here. We would have had 100 viewers. Hey, Jesse, I'm fine to be at the payroll.
What'd you say? Sorry, Sean?
How do you feel about the umpires being on West Coast payroll?
Oh, yeah, righto. I bet you're going to be...
There's been a few missed calls.
You're going to complain about the booing in the crowd next.
Have you noticed a few bodgy calls, or is that just my biased opinion?
Honestly, it's very hard to focus and stream at the same time, so things like that I'm missing. But generally, you also don't notice when the calls are going your way. You only notice when they're not, so maybe they are. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I think there was a couple missed, but alright. Anyway,
yeah.
We'll leave you to it, Jesse.
All right.
Hopefully your team goes well. Bye.
Thanks, buddy. Cheers. Wrong number. This really is a house of content. I've just got little podcast going, got a stream, got a vlog going. All right. Question: could anyone hear Drew's on that? I was holding the phone to the mic. I'm sure they could. Jesse, do another AFL Evo 2 career mode. That has been slowly banging, and not in a bad way. Yeah, I did an AFL Evo career during like COVID period last year, and it's still the grand final that I did is still in my top 5 vids over a 48-hour period, even now, which is ridiculous. So I'm thinking about it, to be honest, Harry. I've started calling you Harry, even though your name's Harrison, but I just feel really comfortable with you. Brayshaw, 12 posies, Red and 11. Redden was kind of my pick for the Roscoe if we have a win today, so I'm enjoying that. Just also having a look at my fantasy team. So it's 3/4 time in the other game. Cripps is on 40. That is trash. 45 now, sorry. Merritt's on 67 and Doherty 53. And then Nat Nui's my only other player. I've been clapped right in my cheeks. My cheeks are red this week from fantasy. AFL fantasy.
Well, I didn't check mine.
Yeah, it's trash. Minecraft says, "Hey, Jesse better than the Druzy." I agree. Hamish reckons our midfielders need to step up, especially Tim Kelly. Yeah, that's probably true. I think Redden's holding his own. Sheeds had 7 or so. Kelly missed one he probably could have kicked. Alright, we're about top of the second half. Sorry, second quarter. Jesse says he doesn't have friends, but yeah, it must be a Jesse thing, not having friends. Thanks, buddy. Petch, time to use your foot skills so you can actually win a possession. Well, he's worried out of it by Conker. Oh, probably lucky not to give away free there. Fife's been pretty prominent. Ice Lord says, are people not allowed at this game? Correct. We've got a little bit of a COVID situation here in Perth. Chapman. Tall, skinny drink of water. Pass it off to Tucker. Tucker seems to be doing alright today. He's a good kick of the footy.
That was a Tucker.
Oh, was it Hughes?
Yeah.
Sometimes I get them mixed up. They kind of both have that sort of like salad and like jawline kind of action going. Oh, it's a crunch. And
Just fucked his shoulder.
the aforementioned Hughes as his shoulder looks pretty numb. We are 3 likes away from 50, guys. Just do the right thing. Just come on. Just give it a like. Fife and Mundy combined. Mundy's just... He's been the best player in the comp so far, almost. Other than, I don't know, maybe Petrarca. And Bont. But that is a high praise. Minecraft with some facts. India got 400,000 new COVID cases yesterday. That's bleak. That sucks. Hey, we got to 50 likes. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Also, subscribe if you're new. I know I'm asking a lot, but we have 5 subs out of this stream so far, so I appreciate it. Tabs. Oh, he's kicked it. Of course he's kicked it. For fuck's sake. That was a good goal. So Fremantle, all the talk is about how they can't kick straight, are 5 goals straight. Alright, so Mitchy Buttsworth has also hit us with a stat in the DM, which I forgot to check earlier, but he says, 12 years ago to the day, Freo beat the Eagles in the Derby, and they've beaten them every time they've played in the first week of May. So hopefully the Eagles can break that hoodoo. UCAT says, promising signs from the Dockers. The Eagles are still looking better, fundamentals and skills-wise, but accuracy is looking good. Yeah, I don't know if the Eagles have clearly been better at all. I think it's pretty hard to split them, to be honest. Thanks, Minecraft. You the best. Oh, bad bounce. Chi-Rag says, I hate the Dickers. We're tolerant of all lifestyles on True Footy. Sheed has kicked that to literally no one. Cripps, don't mess up. No, it was a tough 3-on-1. Kiki reckons the Dons are going to win. I'm just going to quickly check the score of that game. And the Eagles have a free kick. No. Well, it's nearly 3/4 time. The Blues lead by 10. Merritt's up to 73, which is good. Paddy Cripps, 55. Harry Edwards, good mark in defence. It's nice to see kids get an opportunity. He's been a really good young talent for us for a couple of years and deserves to be playing more AFL. Minecraft wants me to do a grand final, Eagles versus Richmond on AFL Evo. I do have AFL Evo too. Haven't whipped it out for a good few months. In fact, it's probably been longer than that. Yeah, I might dabble with the content. At the moment, I'm enjoying the cycle at the moment with heaps of footy to talk about, but maybe something like over the off-season or something. Or just later in the season. Fremantle streaming into an open 50. Brayshaw launches, and that looks like it's going to be their first behind. Oh, yeah, so Hughes' shoulder looks sore. I'm not too sure who the medical sub is for Fremantle. I'll be able to tell you in very shortly. Is Dooman. Ainsworth for the Eagles. That means Izzy Winder, because Izzy Winder didn't play Waffle today, so I don't know. Don't know if they just held him out. Fremantle go deep. Oh, for fuck's sake, Taverner. I sound like Busher in every other Fremantle game. Kiki reckons North did pretty well today. Yeah, I think they always do pretty well in Hobart. So there was a little bit of doubt over the D's today, but they came hard in the second half. I feel like they've done that like 2 or 3 games this year. A second half blitz has won them the game. Tabs his kick. Yeah, he's kicked it. Lack of crowd reaction put me off there, and then I realised why. What do you go for in derbies, Dylan? Or do you just not really care?
Yeah.
Don't care? Yeah.
Just love a good tight game.
Yep.
Ain't Bush's butt.
Harry's gone in with the we have 4 flags, Freo have none. Maybe he's not too confident about the game when you hear that sort of banter from Eagles fans as they build an 11-point margin. Thoughts on David Mundy this season? He's been exceptional. I'm not sure what his stats are today, but there's been 3 or 4 moments where he's like Pendlebury. He just looks like he's under pressure, but then just nails the kick every single time. Well, he's had a goal and 10 posies and the most fantasy points on ground, so. And another possession there, nearly. Oh, shallow inside 50. That was courageous from Wilson. Is he getting the ball? No. Tim Kelly needs to kick. No. Oh, he sold Logan into a bit of trouble there. Get him. Come on, boys. Oh, Kelly has done exceptionally well there. Gaff has a set shot here. I'm surprised they didn't pre-record booing for this game. Did you watch the Waffle Derby? I watched bits of it. I had to do some shopping. Had to eat lunch, but I saw a bit of it. Waffle Eagle's pretty young and raw. as Gaff lines up. And he's nailed it. Good goal. The accuracy continues.
Jesse, do you know every single footy player's name in every team?
I don't know. Nah.
The ones that would play you would though.
Yeah, most, yeah.
Because I've obviously got, like, the list is huge compared to how many people actually play.
Yeah.
So, like, out of the rotation of, like, maybe 25 to 30 people that play regularly, you would know them all.
Yeah, pretty much,
There's
yeah.
a few guys at the end.
Sometimes I do get faces wrong though. But I'll know a player and his name, I'll know his attributes, I'll know what he'd be good at, and then but if you walk past me not wearing his jumper, I'd be like, I probably wouldn't know who it was. There's heaps of players like that in the AFL for me. It's different for the Eagles and even Fremantle. I know probably more so than most other teams. Mundy with another clearance. Fremantle have a chance to quick respond, and it is a good mark from Walters. Oh, so they're winning it straight out of the centre, and we're not defending well. Wonder if 5 kicks 6 behinds again. Yeah, after the game maybe. And Walters has kicked it. Ah, it's annoying.
Shit, sorry.
West Coast Eagles fan, 2222, is very confident the Eagles are going to win. I like your optimism, mate. Gaff with the most touches and a goal on the ground so far. Brayshaw's slowed down a little bit. 5-12, been prominent. I think Mundy's probably been BOG so far. Gaff's been pretty good though. Jaden says we are lazy. Yeah. Yep, some average defensive efforts for moments there. Kiki says ops on the Cat Swans game. Do you mean opinion? Really big win for Sydney. Just when people started to think maybe they had slowed down, they get a surprise win against what is quite literally a top 4 team before last night. And they still may be, actually. Oh, unless Fremantle are now in the top 4. Let's have a look at the live ladder. Fremantle are 5th. Oh, no, the Swans are in the top 4. But if Fremantle win this by, 4 goals, I think, they'll actually go into 4th. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks for joining us today. Sheed's been pretty good with the hands today, I think. Oh, that's a dangerously... Oh, come on. Just couldn't quite wrap up what's in the tackle. The tackles, again, not quite sticking. Oh, Darling has snapped a wonderful goal. Good intercept. Good pressure from the Eagles there. It would have been nice to see a few more stuck tackles, but it was the desperate chasing that led to that. It's a good game of footy, this. It's a good game of footy, this. That is a frustrating goal for Freo fans, I'm sure. But Langdon just couldn't quite wrap him up properly there. It was a good chase, though. Waterman again, decent. Ooh, maybe a bit of a throw there anyway. Good forward pressure from the Eagles. Freo haven't won a derby since 2015. Yeah, you're right. And we still hold the record at the moment for most in a row. I think 10 is the current record, which we have. So yeah, they're due for one, but hopefully not today. Oh, come on, Sheed. Let's Mundy waltz away with it. That's poor. Oh, not another open goal. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Frederick has been collected. He's hurt himself. It's a desperate act by, I want to say it was Oscar Allen. unfortunately copped Frederick there. That was that passage there. It's just started with Sheed not having any sense of where Mundy was, and just, I know Mundy's a big fella, but he didn't even wrap his arms around him. Sarah says the tight goal for goal games are the best to watch. You're right. It is end-to-end stuff right now. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, just crunched Frederick's ankle there. It's a desperate effort. No intent, obviously, to hurt Frederick there. Minecraft says his annoying brother goes for the Eagles. So the Eagles win the next clearance. Oh, and fuck, too good. Akers there. Well done. Good chase from Duggan. Sarong G is a good player. Oh, very good play there from Sarong. He's found Akers. Fuck. Looking good, Fremantle. Akers lines up to extend Fremantle's margin to 17. They are looking very good. Some defensive efforts from the Eagles have been a little bit off, but overall not playing poorly. Wilson has received the pass, and he is... Oh, he's just missed. 12 points of margin. So Hughes is out. So Dooman must be in. That is a big kick from Witherden. Hearn replacement. Hey, Vardy takes a mark. He needs a big game. I thought Bailey Williams looked pretty good in the waffle today from what I saw. I'm a big fan of him. And Brander also needs to have an impact today. Sends the ball deep. He's found Waterman. That's a good mark. Great stuff from the Eagles. Great end-to-end response there from the Eagles. Big launch kick from Brander and a good mark from Waterman. Player I quite like, Jake Waterman. He's adopted the Fraser Gehrig gross mullet, but wears it with aplomb. He stepped it and snapped it through for a goal. 6 points of margin. High scores are back at the moment. I think I saw an article earlier in the week suggesting that scoring and stuff had dropped back down to 2019 levels, but you're looking at Carlton and Essendon 91 to 81 at three-quarter time almost, and 44 to 50 with 10 minutes to go in the second. It's pretty good play. If Freo keep this form up for the rest of the season, do you think they slide into the 8? Yeah, definitely. I think they could. But it is competitive for that at top 8. There's a few teams that probably deserve a spot right now. Erwin says, how's St Kilda? Yeah, so hard to read. So hard to read. Bit of a flat track performance yesterday. But nonetheless, a much important win. Nat Nui has been really good today, actually. Oh, someone's been legged. I think it's a Fremantle free kick. No, it's a Redden free kick. I'll take it. Redden sends it deep. Kind of deep, about 30 out. Oh, Vardy nearly plucked it. Get a handball out. Well done, Vardy. Almost makes it tough for Duggan. He's going to send it back in, and that is a grubber kick. And Conker easily gets Fremantle out of trouble. I feel like Sarong wears a headband a lot. Am I imagining that? I feel like he's always wearing that bandage head. Maybe it's a fashion thing. Oh, Frederick! Look, oh, he's spilled the ball, but it's good to see him on the field. Mustn't be injured. Jermaine Jones sends it out wide to Waterman. Oh, he's found a Darling with a very good pass there. Kicking wasn't previously Waterman's forte, but he's done well there. Oh yes, Petrocelli, Kenny Crumman snap. He can crumb and snap. It's a goal. The scores are level. What a game of footy we're seeing. Great game of footy. Seth Rev says he doesn't want to brag, but his team's on the top of the ladder for the first time I've seen. Thoughts on today's game when North had us in the first half? Yeah, I honestly didn't catch the game. I'll have to catch up on it a bit later because I've been busy today. But like I said, it's tough to beat North down in Hobart. So, you know, even though North are pretty trash at the moment, it can be hard to adjust the conditions sometimes. I didn't actually see what the conditions were like, to be fair. But Melbourne have a habit now, I think, of cruising until the second half and then really putting the foot down. I think they did against GWS. And I think they would have piled on quite a few second half goals against Richmond too. I want to say they ran away from Geelong, but maybe I'm misremembering that. But so yeah, no, they run out games really well, Melbourne. So another big tick. Oh. The Eagles starting to win a bit of the contested ball, which is nice. Unlucky bounce there for Cole. He's just got the handball off. It's a hot footy. The Eagles potentially cruising towards a inside 50. Jermaine Jones swerves through traffic. Waterman sends the ball inside 50. We need a mark here. And Darling is going to grab it. He's dropped it. I felt like that was... Oh, Brand is now injured. Fantastic. Oh, boy. I'm actually more worried about Ainsworth in than I am Brander out. So we got a free kick here. The Eagles have turned the tide for the last 2 minutes. Zach Langdon is lining up to put us in front. He has kicked a goal. Great snapshot. I don't know how we got a free kick there, but we somehow got one. 56 plays 50, 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Oh, I need to take a leak. Will you guys stick around if I take a leak for 30 seconds? Too bad, I gotta go. I'm back, baby. Unsurprisingly, it looks like Fremantle are now surging forward, as is so typical of this game. When one team scores, the other one usually wins the clearance. Oh, Brayshaw's done well to get out of trouble there. Losing some territory though, Fremantle. Oh, that's a trash kick from Aish. Sheed's been good today. Oh, that handball. What the fuck? Oh, that's so annoying. Just a completely unforced error. Sheed's almost missed the ball with his hand for a fucking handball. I think that's the first time I've been really pissed off today. That was just absolutely pathetic. Watch this. Almost misses the ball, and then Redden doesn't do much with it either. Mind you, he's under the pump. Oh, that's so stupid. Tabitha's going to level the scores here. He's got his kicking boots on today. 3 goals straight, if I'm not mistaken. And this is... Oh, it's not an easy shot, actually. But it is a miss. So the Eagles prevail. Lucky Sheed. So let's see what happened to Brander here. He has maybe a little... Oh, yeah, ankle sort of bent the wrong way under Akers there. That looked like it hurts. I went for a leak, didn't see a girl. I was back in 30 seconds, so... yeah, plenty of jokes there, but... Nope. Rotham has the ball. Bit of an up and under chip kick. And it Fremantle gets a free kick. Okay, interesting. Blues by 4 points. How long to go in that game? Oh, good tackle, Jones, on the much larger 5. He wins the ball back, Jones. He's done very well there. Very good play. He's playing well today. Petricelli with a good penetrating kick. And Darling has taken a very good mark. He passes it off to Kennedy. This is his bread and butter. He's kicked it. 11 points now. This game is swinging hard. You just know Fremantle are going to come back soon. Sorry, Annie, can't show the game for copyright reasons. I'm just going to have to describe it to you. Could have given her a smoothie, you know? I don't know what that means, to be honest. By the way, I will plug that I did say on yesterday's stream, but at the moment, True Footy is excited to announce we're now partnered with NordVPN. So we've got a second sponsor. We have MANSCAPED. We've got NordVPN now. So if anyone needs a VPN at a massive discount, I think it's like 70%, you can use the code True Footy. And that way you can watch KO from overseas, hypothetically. The Eagles send the ball forward again. 5 minutes to go. It is a good jump from Petch, but ball spills out of bounds. Jesse, who do you miss the most? Who is injured for West Coast? Okay, good question. So, in this particular game, I don't know. Maybe Barras. The other one that comes to mind is Yo and Shuey, particularly for their sort of contested ball midfield prowess. I think the midfield's the glaring weakness, but I also think that some of our mids have performed well today. But let's look at actually the midfield head-to-head stats, because I feel like Fremantle would probably be getting the better of it. Yes. Witherden takes the sweeping mark. It's, okay, 11 minutes to go in the other game. It's just been distracted. Sammy Walsh with another 100 in fantasy. Merritt with 81. I feel like Carlton are going to win this game. But I'll just go back to the stats for today. So clearances. The Eagles have won 5 more clearances. That's interesting. And Fremantle have won the contested possession so far by 7. Other than that, it's pretty hard to split. Across most stats, it's a very even game. Interesting. Time in possession, 41 and 42% each. Time in front has been largely owned by Fremantle, and they've also out-tackled us by 6. Oh, Tucker with a decent clearance there. Spins out of trouble. Mundy's just such a big unit. He's hard to stop. Oh my god, that's a perfect kick as well. Fuck's sake. So Collier's now lining up for goal. Three minutes to go in the half. And Travis Collier is lining up to cut the margin to 5 after the Eagles had a big run there. He has kicked very truly. It looks, or is it going to? No, it's straight through. 5 points the margin. Thanks, Kathy. You're a legend too. Mundy looks like a caveman. He plays like one too. He's an absolute beast. Who do I hate the most out of the Dockers? I don't think I hate anyone at the Dockers. Probably don't like Fife that much, but I don't hate him. I'm sure there must be someone. It'll come to me. I think every Eagles fan hated Ballantyne, which is ironic because I think he was a big Eagles fan before he was drafted. Yeah, it looks like the Blues are starting to kick away a little bit, and I've got that tip wrong, so Druzy gets another tip right on me. Gross. Oh, 5 cannons into it. And Nick Nat has been very impactful today, I reckon. You can... Oh, yes, you can definitely see the difference when Nat is in the ruck. Waterman passes to Kennedy. He's out of position slightly. Just gets cut off. There is 2 minutes to go in the half and Fremantle are out of trouble. So the sub Duman is definitely on. I think we knew that already though. Oh, Sarong's kick's a bit of a grubber. He puts his man under pressure. The Eagles now get the ball back. Oscar Allen, haven't seen him too much today. Jermaine Jones has an opportunity here to find Darling. I don't think he's got the... Yes, he has. Good mark. Oh my God, Darling, you fucking moron. What? Oh, I can't believe you, Darling. You were one of the dumbest players in the AFL. I love you, but what the fuck? Oh, you just can't believe the sheer stupidity in moments like this. Not just of Darling, but just today. The Eagles today. Far out. Ah, that's fine. Good mark by Oscar Allen. Got that left knee strapped. Was that strapped before? Maybe it was. Sends it deep to the top of the square. Love a mark here. Would be nice. Cripps, do something. Handballs it to a man under far more pressure. Does the exact same thing, unfortunately. That was well done by Fife. Oh, Kelly very easily brushed past by Walters there. Oh, well done, Duggan. Duggan's a man who plays with some heart. Witherden. He's a good kick inside 50. Usually, I think there's too much mayo on that. JK. Jones spills it out. Oh, Logue drops the mark. It's a hot footy. It's a hot potato footy. And the ball's going to be locked up. We've left goals on the table. I'm sure Fremantle fans will be saying the same thing. But I feel like between Brander dropping that mark and then Darling inexplicably deciding to play on. Yeah, probably 2 goals we could have avoided, but... Oh well. How long left? There is a minute to go in the half. The ball is deep in the Eagles' forward 50. Darling's in the ruck now. Trying to impact. Oh, Mundy has thrown that. That's a free... What? Hey, now they've pinged it for deliberate, but he threw the ball. Did he not? So Mundy's definitely thrown the ball there, but it seems the Eagles get one back through the deliberate call. So now Cripps is lining up. This is the sort of range Cripps is actually pretty good at. He hasn't had a great game or season so far, but he's missed to the right. Tough shot. 7 points the Eagles' way, 57 on the clock. Yeah, it was definitely a throw in Minecraft. Marion says, thank you for your commentary. I'm in Scotland, a West Coast Eagles fan, about to go to church where my minister is a Dockers fan. We'll be able to have a current footy conversation this morning, thanks to you. No problem at all, as Waterman takes a mark. That's cool that you're in Scotland, mate, and a West Coast fan. Are you Scottish, or are you an Aussie living abroad? Thank you for tuning in as well, by the way. All right, so Waterman, as I looked away, has a shot. The siren is about to blow on this Waterman kick. No homo. And this will make it 13 points if he kicks it. And he has jailed it. The Eagles go into halftime, 13 points up. Is it a little bit generous? Maybe. I think we've been... it's hard to say we've been better. I feel like maybe slightly. The forward line is produced today. off their opportunities, but it's a very even game in every stat. So 13 points probably does flatter us a little bit, but gee, I'll take it. All right, so half time, guys. I'm expecting a call from Drew's. Uno memento, probably. But for now, let's look at the stats as Carlton just about have that game sewn up. I'm tempted to flick over to that game, but I know what I'm like. Yes, you know what? I'll flick over to the Carlton game. I cannot believe I missed the start of the Eagles game earlier because I was watching the Carlton game. Just completely lost track of where I was. Lumpy says you have to be proud of the boys with our injuries. Yeah, I mean, both teams have injuries. I think ours are probably slightly more devastating, to be honest. Fremantle, yeah, I mean, their backline's decimated, as is ours. So Pierce, Hamling, and Ryan out, and Hearn, McGovern, and Barras out. They're all pretty significant. Looks like Paddy Cripps has just jailed a goal to seal the deal and render my tipping shithouse again. But yeah, no, the Eagles have come to play. As a Fremantle, it's been a really good game. Really good even game. Tim Kelly's kick to Waterman was the best thing he's done all game. Yep, probably. Timmy Scholl says, let's go. Looking very good. Wow, Wiedering's actually turned up in fantasy for this game. There's 7 minutes to go. Where's Doherty, 71? Man, Doherty has not delivered for me for fantasy. Marion says, I'm a Scot. Used to live in Perth, miss it, especially last difficult year. Yeah. Oh, wow. It's cool that you're a Scottish Eagles fan. Love to hear that. And it's cool that you also follow them while you're back home in Scotland. That's so cool. I will tell him that, Minecraft Pro boys. Let's have a look. Liam Does Sport says, go Swans. Welcome, mate. Must needed from the Blues. Yeah, to say that their season was fading into obscurity would be an understatement, as Stringer bangs home a really good goal. Harry's back. Welcome, Harry. Thank you for joining. And yeah, stream's going well, guys. Thank you. We've just about hit yesterday's views already. So that's what happens when you have a good game of footy, I guess. I should have done the over too. I'm an American. I know nothing about the AFL. I just did a few Google searches. Yeah, fair enough, mate. When did you start following footy, Timmy? Roman says, hoping the Dockers make a comeback, but realistically, Eagles should win, right? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess prior to this week, the Eagles were probably considered the better team of the two. But just purely on what we've seen so far, I think it's very even. I think 13 points flatters us a little bit. You'd almost expect either side to go in front at halftime by a couple of points or so. That's how even it's been. But Eagles just have a better forward line as well. But the midfield's held up. Like we're winning the clearances. Not that that's the be-all and end-all of a midfield battle, but you know, we were expected to lose clearances. We've had one more inside 50s. Inside 50, we have 6 more clearances, and the contested possession is very even, 70 to 72. Hey Chris, no, I can't show the game unfortunately due to copyright reasons. Darling's miss pissed me off so much, Hamish. Yeah, I agree. 100% agree. I think it's just frustrating because of the time of the game it's happened. It's just tense. You know, Fremantle had just been dominating. We started to get our own back. I think Edwards has held up well in defence, considering it's the second game. Yep, I'm a big fan of Edwards. I had complete faith in him, which says a lot because he's only a second game player. But I was very comfortable with him coming in. I would have been happier with Barras in as well, but yeah, good player. If there was a crowd, would you go, Sports Night? Yes, I'm a member. I was going until about 3 hours before the game. It was announced I couldn't go. If anyone's overseas and looking for a legal way to stream, you you can get KO Sports, which is typically only available to Australians in Australia. But you could use a VPN, and we are actually sponsored by a VPN. You get 70% off if you use the code True Footy, NordVPN. I know there's costs involved in that, but if you're looking for a legal way, that would be a legal way. Essendon having a little bit of a comeback here. I think time's against them there, but typically Woody's shot on goal bounced through, which is really fortunate. As I just getting back to the chat here. What a roller coaster half, says Chris. Yeah, it was. 2 pretty good performing teams. Hamish says he's no Barras or Gov, but it's good for Edwards' development. 100%. I think he's going to be a long-term player for the Eagles. So it's good that we've been able to give some of these players opportunity in light of injuries. So your Petruccelli's getting the game. Jermaine Jones has seen plenty of opportunities. Langdon's in the team now, a player we seem to rate. But even further than that, Waterman has kept his spot in the side despite being probably the one key that would go out next. And then and Xavier O'Neill's had a good chunk of footy too, in addition to Edwards. So there's a silver lining in what has been a tough year for injury so far. And Jermaine Jones, 1 goal and 13 touches. He's been real good. Does it tell us where he's been playing? Looks like pretty 50-50 between the back half and the front half. So maybe he's getting a bit of midfield time. I haven't really noticed him at centre bounces or anything. He's got a clearance. It's like Essendon haven't given up here. Do I think the Eagles can make it to the grand final? I think they can, but I wouldn't bank on it. I think there's 4 clear contenders this year so far. Your Port, Richmond, your Bulldogs, and your Melbourne, and I think there's a gap to the next team. All right, Druzy is calling, so let's see what young Druzy has to say at halftime. Hello? Let me put you on speaker. Is that talk?
Hey.
Oh, yeah, I was just trying to get you on speaker. All good.
Yeah. No, my voice is going,
Is it from doing so many streams this weekend?
It's just from shouting at the Dockers.
Oh, really?
Pretty much.
How you feeling?
Eagles are asserting their dominance.
A little bit.
Towards the end of that quarter. Yeah, we just keep making mistakes and it's just backfiring straight away.
Yeah. The stats are very even.
Been one of your best.
Who?
Jermaine Jones.
Yeah, he's had 13 posies and 1 goal. He's a good little player.
What do you make of the quarter?
Yeah, roller coaster. There were moments where Fremantle looked like they were going to put the foot down and take the game away, and then the Eagles had the exact same thing. Jack Darling steps up with a annual or bi or triannual fuck up for the history books. Yeah, no, it wasn't that bad, but yeah, there were some frustrating moments. I actually think we left some goals on the table, but I think every fan says that about their team in a half. So I think 13 points is a little flattering. If you look at the stats, it's very even. But the Eagles have been pretty good with their kicks inside 50. I guess both teams have, but that's probably been the difference.
What do you make of Oscar Allen in the back line?
I haven't really noticed him today, to be honest. It's hard to take it all in. I do like him as a defender generally. What have you made of him?
I'm happy he's playing in the defence, to be honest, because he would be snagging snags left, right.
Yeah, I think we just need him because we've only got Edwards otherwise as a tall, and Rotham is more of a running defender, even though he's tall. So, yeah, I think the back line needs it.
Did Brander get injured?
Yes. Oh, but I haven't seen Ainsworth on the field yet, so I'm not too sure.
Okay.
But he'd certainly got injured, but I don't know if he got subbed out.
Okay.
Yeah, it was an ankle.
We don't like that.
No. Minecraft Pro Boys is in the chat and he says, tell him that you're better than him and Dockers suck.
Tell him he can go suck a fat one.
He said, I presume people can hear you, but yeah. Druzy said go suck a fat one. I've just chucked on the Bombers game and Carlton are about to win.
Yeah, we're watching that too. Minute 30 left.
Yeah. Pigs wear wigs and my tipping sucks.
I tipped Carlton.
Yeah, I know you did. I actually was very confident Essendon were going to win not long ago.
I'm back up the ranks of the tipping comp. I think once Carlton win, I could be up into the top 6 or 7 again.
Yeah, that's cool, buddy. I care. Oh, Bombers got a late chance here, but nah, there's a minute and 20 left. Cale Hooker's got a...
Oh, he's running back for that. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll get on with our stream. You get on with yours.
All right, enjoy, buddy.
I will. I hope you don't. Haha.
Proud of you.
I'm not proud of you today.
Come on. See ya.
Nah.
Bye. That was just one of my thoughts. 58 seconds to go. The Dons have closed it to 9 points. If they win this would be one of the greatest, if not the greatest, comeback of all time. So can't see it. Yep, heard that. You do it, Druzy. You probably got no views. Yeah. Tell Druzy to follow a better team. That is good advice, Kathy. That is sound advice. Oh, you cats annoyed that we let off that last goal. Yeah, true. They're always momentum killers when you let a team score in the last minute. Hamish says, will Freo make the 8, Jesse? Hamish, if they win today and they go 5-2, I will be very confident they will make the 8, to be honest. If they lose, I still think they're a shot. But it is competitive for that top 8. There's some good teams. So let's look at the top 8 right now. Let's look at the top 8 right now. Okay, so the live ladder has... the Eagles still 9th. Fuck, sick, bro. Wow. The live ladder says we'll still be below Fremantle if we win. That hurts. So if we win today, assuming we don't blow them out of the park, which I doubt, Fremantle will still be 8th. So there you go. So the teams outside the 8 that could possibly come in are West Coast, GWS, you'd have to say on current form, and St Kilda as well are a chance. Although I'm not convinced by that yet. And even Gold Coast is not playing bad footy. So it's almost a case of West Coast or Fremantle in this top 8, you'd think. Because I feel like Brisbane, Richmond, and Geelong are not going to fall out. Sydney are the vulnerable one. But even they had a good win last night. Carlton kicked the sealer. That sucks. So yeah, there's a good chance. I feel like we'll make the 8. So maybe that means we don't see Fremantle make the 8. But then again, if they win, then I'll probably switch that prediction. As I am going to flick back to the El Derbio. I think Dylan is making sex noises from his room with his voice. Yeah, he is. You two doing sex noises to make me think you were...
Nah, it's a video on YouTube.
Oh, I thought you were doing that to mess with me.
It's a video on YouTube that I always quote, and then it finally popped up, so I tagged Sheridan in it.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's just this guy that walks around with like a PVC pipe, like cuts it like a metre or 2 metres tall.
Oh,
and he goes from behind with his little Mexican kid, he goes up and goes, Chupapi Monano, like through this pipe, and then we turn around and he goes, Chupapi? And they're like, no, Monano.
Is this just nonsense or is he speaking Spanish?
Fuck knows. He's like, Chupapi Monano? And they're always like, I don't speak your fucking language, man. Chupapi Monano. How'd the game go?
It's half time, he was up by 13.
Is your live stream still on?
Fucking KO is actually such a pig to navigate, hey?
Yeah, it really is. Do you know what's way easier? On a laptop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually shit house.
Is it still streaming?
Yeah, yep, still going. Still going. That's why I was laughing that you were...
What are you blokes saying about my girlfriend then?
Yeah.
Fucking watching around here, mate.
Nice. Good stuff, buddy.
Josh, you misses. Shut up, you virgin.
Jesse says Fremantle are not staying in the top 8. I don't know. If they win today, I'll say they will probably make the 8.
Where Eagles sitting ATM?
9th. Did you see Geelong last night?
Yes.
Jesse, if you could fix one thing about the Eagles list, what would it be? I would say a young elite midfielder under 22. That's like the midfield is the issue. The next generation of midfielders. So after your Shueys and Reddens are gone, Kelly and Yo and Gaff are going to be good, but It'd be nice to have someone like under 25, and I think Sheed is 26 this year. So after that, it's O'Neill, and that's it. Ainsworth. We'll see. See what happens with the Brander as well, but doesn't look elite. Kathy says Geelong should have won, not the Swans. Cameron marked the ball. Yeah, you're right. But they also shouldn't have beat Brisbane earlier this year. So, oh, Dad's asked me my thoughts. I'm just telling him, decent so far. I'm streaming. But happy enough with it. You? Question mark? You guys out? Groceries. Nice one. Enjoy.
Groceries.
Who's Cherie?
Chubabi?
Cherie. That would have been funny. How old is Chris Judd's son?
You going to bring it back?
That's a good question. I don't actually know.
You are just...
I'm just now tired.
Who would be the young midfield, say that isn't the next draft you know, or a player from another club? Wait, what? Sorry, Hamish, I didn't follow that question. Who would be the young midfield, say that isn't the next draft? I'd love Shai Bolton, if that goes any way to answering your question. Chief Drinkwater's in the chat. Welcome, mate. Dad has replied. He says it's nice to have fairly neutral commentary for a change. See you, buddy. Can you get me pancakes? Nah, I don't eat pancakes. Put your mask on. I had first game of the season this morning. I play for High Wycombe Bulldogs. I won by 89 points. Congrats. Let's forget all the crap decisions that went against the Swans. The fact that the Cats had 80 plus possessions and 24 plus inside 50s. Is that right? Let's have a look. So the Blues in the other game get a very good result for their season. I want to say they're probably not in the finals mix, but it is good to get some pressure off their backs, and probably would have piled up a bit of pressure had Teague dropped that game against the Dons. I'm just trying to find the stats for last night's game, because that is very interesting. The team stats. 26 more inside 50s Geelong had. They definitely were controlling proceedings, it felt. They also had 6 more free kicks. None of that really means much. Swans had more marks inside 50 though, which is interesting. Yeah, they kind of stole that one, Sydney, but Geelong stole it against Brisbane, so... Got to be spewing about the lockout, Jesse. Looks like one of the best derbies in a while as well. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I do feel like the home crowd, even attendance, would be making a small impact in West Coast favour as well, so it's a bit unlucky in that sense, so hopefully we can hold on. Kathy said, maybe I should just go for the Eagles this year. Hawks are not doing so well. Yeah, it's good to have a second team. Keep your Hawks in mind, but if they're not in finals, we will welcome you. Jesse still thinks that the Saints are going to be making the 8. Call him crazy. I mean, I get it. I get it. They need to sort their shit out, though, because in between the good performances, they're getting clapped, which is unacceptable, and they can't do it anymore. I am just going to get some water, ladies and gentlemen, before the second half kicks off. Oh boy, my legs are sore. Legs are sore from sitting up in this stream. But there is another half to go. 59 of you are in the chat. And I appreciate you. If you could like the stream and subscribe as well, that'd be great. I think we're just a tick under 11,500. Want to get to 12k by the end of May. In fact, I need one more subscriber to 11,500. Excuse me. But I want to get to 12k by the end of May, so help me get there, guys. 63 likes, thank you so much. If you haven't already, please consider liking it. Daniel says, my second team is the D's because Grandad has been a long-suffering supporter who hasn't been seen a Prem in ages. I want to win for him. I like Geelong and Essendon too. Yeah, that's a nice reason to have a second team. The second half kicks off. The Eagles get the ball forward. Sheed having a decent game. It's a scrubber kick inside 50 though. And Fremantle, I was going to say get out of trouble. Kelly has not clothesline, but knocked out Chapman. Cripps has snapped, and the Eagles get the first of the second half. 19 points the margin. Come on, Eagles. AFL Lightning just subbed. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Wonder if that's updated on my screen. It has 11,500. Thank you, guys. What a ripper from Cripper. That is a good hip and shoulder, and young Heath Chapman is looking very sore on the ground there. Beautiful. Well, 68 likes, guys. I reckon 100's possible today. Would appreciate you helping me get there. That would be sick. I wonder if Druzy does 3-2-1 goal when the Eagles get goals. Who knows, mate? Not watching this stream. Just kidding. I really doubt he does it, though. Kathy says, I think the Hawks versus Eagles will be close. That's true. That's next week. I don't want to think about that too much. But, yeah, we'll see how we go today before I make my decision. Nick Nat in the ruck again. We generally get the ball out of the centre when he's in there. Although Brayshaw wins the clearance this time. He's hit a Collier with a very good kick there. And Fremantle looking to move the ball inside 50. He's played on around Nelson. He's done pretty well, Collier. That's a good kick. Good play. AFL legend, what's up? Oh, Toby Watson. Is this Toby Watson's first AFL goal? Thanks, Sports Nut. Genwill in the chat. Welcome, mate. Oh, 75 likes. Thanks, guys. That's really bumped that up. Yes, we got 61 likes yesterday, so already beat yesterday. So thank you for that. Oh, he's from Donnybrook. It's not far from where I'm from. He's nailed it, and the Dockers get the first response, or close response. This could be the highest score in the Western Derby. I don't know what the highest score in the Western Derby is. Let's have a look. Well, let's see if I can be bothered looking it up. 76 now, 77, yes. Thanks, guys. RC the boy says, come on, Eagles. Kathy says, what's for dinner? Oh, I think I'm going to have some chicken rolls. Doesn't sound very appetizing, does it? But I love that shit. Okay. Western Derby results. 151 to 66 was the first ever result. So that's the highest score to beat, I think. West Coast 178, Fremantle 61. So that's 249 is the highest scoring that I can see so far. As Duggan wins the ball, Shepherd. Yes. Oh, he's found Sheed all by himself. Let's turn on the vlog cam for this. Petruccelli's streaming into the 50. He's chipped it up for Darling. Oh, he's done well. He's kept the ball in front of him. Oh, nah. He just gets... Oh, it's through from behind. Good defense there from Freo. What else is there? 137 to 18. That was, I want to say, 2002. So that's 255 is the highest scorer. And I think that would be close to it. 255 points, I reckon. There's a 245 in there somewhere. Oh, Fremantle streaming forward. Collier's been prominent. He's having a good game, to be honest. Lob has kicked. a goal. Jeez, I haven't missed too much today, Freo. Shit. Yeah, sorry, I'm still scrolling through Derby results. Oh, hang on. 2018, the second Derby. That is 226. So yeah, no, not quite. So yeah, alright, so we're saying the highest score, I'd probably delve way too much into this question, but the highest score we've ever seen in a Derby is 255 points back in 2002. And what are we on now? 136. So yeah, about on that pace. Eight points to margin. Gee, Harry Edwards is a tall guy. Like, he's 2 meters tall, and look how much lob towers over him. Kelly with the clearance almost. Sheed again is going to tap it on to Gaff. Oh, it's all dirty ball at the moment. Brander's on the field. That's good news. He swings back into traffic. And he's hit a pretty decent kick there as well. Oh, Langdon, good pick up. Oh, Sheed releases Kelly. And that is a good kick from Cripps. I mean, two Cripps. The Eagles, oh. He wanted to play on there. I'm glad he didn't. Oh, Brayshaw's limping. He looks like he'll be alright though, just a bit sore. Shramo says, what was that little piece of commentary, Jesse? That was sick. I didn't even notice. I don't even know what you're referring to there. But thank you. Cripps launches it. That's a decent kick, but it's going to fall wide. Is there a mark? I think it's going to stay in play. No, out of bounds. Take that. Oh no, out of bounds on the full. Never mind. Oh, Brayshaw's down in the rooms. That's a bit more concerning. Yes, Harry Edwards bobs up for an intercept mark. Kind of. I guess that counts as an intercept mark, right? Sends it deep, and there is no eagle there, except Kennedy makes a contest and it's out of bounds. $79 like, guys. We're closing in on that 100. Would appreciate it if you haven't already. Oh, okay. Sheed's taking out Brayshaw's ankle. Gee, Brayshaw hates a derby. Oh, great tap, and Cripps. Oh, he's been pinged. That's a great tackle. Is that Tucker? Damn. Good tackle, though. It was a good crumb by Cripps. Just had not quite as much time as he was hoping. Brayshaw's back on the field sort of thing. Not on the field, but on the bench. He's at least up from the rooms, so good sign. Gee, Brander is a little tall, skinny drink of water, isn't he? And he's turned that just about over. AFL Legend says he's on 4 out of 8 tipping this round. I don't know what I'm on, probably a 3, if I had to check. Yeah, 3 out of 7, 3 out of 8, and I've tipped West Coast, so far out. It'll be 5 if we win today. Oh, Gaff's launched that out of bounds. You're not wrong, Dingo Dogman. You are not wrong. And what is my fantasy on? I'm on 1669 with just Nat Nui playing left. So, pretty poor score, but I had 2 players out this week with Campbell and English because I had Dusty and Dunkley as well. I feel like someone else. I think I had 4 injuries this week. Well, Brendan Cox that's a brave kick, but he's pulled it off. That was a good kick. What tips have I gotten right this round? I tipped Brisbane. I've tipped GWS. And I tipped Melbourne. And I stupidly had a funny feeling Hawthorn were going to win, so I changed my tip last minute yesterday, and that was the worst tip change I've ever seen. Oh, Walters, head over the ball. It's going to be wrapped up. Jesse, no, I didn't tip St Kilda. I did in the video, and then I changed to Hawthorn, and I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. Ooh. So, 14 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Eagles lead by 8 points in a very good derby so far. Oh, Duggan has launched the ball into no man's land, and Brander collects. Needs a good kick inside 50. There's Dockers everywhere, and a good courageous mark from Toby. He's a good little player, that Toby. Could use a bit more muscle on his bones, but good intercept player. I like him. I did tip West Coast Eclipse, yep. Good to see Fredericks obviously clearly fine. So if I'm not mistaken, no one's... Oh, Ethan Hughes is the only... Yes, Mundy with a very rare turnover. Redden again with the ball. Oh, now he's turned it over. This is a bit poor. Eli tipped Fremantle. I hope you get that wrong. Oh, Walters launches, but Schultz is at ground level. He's going to make it close to a goal, and that is a behind. 7 points of margin. 79 likes, guys. 21 would be great. Jesse, you seem to be getting worried. I don't know if... Do I appear that way? I've been kind of equally slightly worried all game, but I'm still pretty happy with how it's going. Oh, dogged by the bounce there. That sucks. I'm sure my nerves will pick up in the last quarter. At the moment, it's still a little bit far. Oh, Sheed's done well there. Twisted and turned. Redden's had a good game so far. He's found Darling. Darling has it about 70 metres out. Too far out to score, but he's going to launch it and hope somebody gets a mark. I don't think anyone's going to mark that. It would take a good mark. The ball spills down. Jermaine Jones is there. Oh, it's going to spill through from behind. Every time you tip for St Kilda, they lose. Essendon and Melbourne, mate, game. Don't worry, just don't do it for us, mate. Yeah, so I did you a favour by changing my tip, mate. You would have lost if I'd not done that. Mundy for Brownlow is a chance. Definite. Well, it would be a surprise if he continues it, but he's probably winning the Brownlow count. There's no real reason he can't. It's probably his biggest threat is injury. Witherden with some composure finds Brander. Brander's working himself into the game a little bit here. I don't know if I trust his kicking across the corridor though. But the Eagles have a chance here. When the play opens up, the Eagles have the ball. I'm very comfortable. Naturally. Redden with another possession. Langdon hasn't threatened the goals today. That's a good hand pass to Kennedy. He should kick this. No! Jones has kicked a great goal. Good team goal from the Eagles there. They made it harder than it needed to be. But a good goal. Thank you, West Coast Eagles legend. You're awesome too. Did the Swans deserve to beat the Cats? Probably not, to be honest. But that happens all the time in footy, so you got to just take them when that happens and know that sometimes you'll also lose one you don't deserve to lose. Thanks, Kathy. You're a legend. Thanks for your support. Appreciate you bobbing up in every video and stream and stuff like that. Did I tip the Eagles? I sure did. Yep. And yeah, Drewsy's live stream's going well. He's loving the live stream game at the moment. So good on him. I wonder if there's a morbid curiosity where people are more likely to watch the stream that the losing team is on. My stream blew up when the Saints overran the Eagles. People are probably more interested in Drewsy's reaction right now. Dom Shee with another clearance. He's been a monster. Chance for the medal if things go the Eagles' way today. G. Redden's been good too. And that is a good spoil by Toby Watson. The ball is on the wing, and it looks like Schultz or Brayshaw. No, it's a turnover. Nelson, good stuff. Oh, he's then turned it over. Oh, Sheed's taken a very good mark. I'm going to have a little glance at the score, the stats here, because I feel like Sheed has had a big game today. He's had 22 and third most fantasy points and second most touches on ground. Gaff with the 27 is the distant leader. Brander finding plenty of the football here. Finds Cole out on the wing. Jermaine Jones has taken a mark. 45 out on a tough angle. He's been prominent today. He has nearly fired that over Langdon's head out of bounds on the full, but Langdon is a chance to kick his first goal. Very, very tough angle. Dom Sheed pocket if you're not watching the game. We do like to reference Dom Sheed's goal every possible moment. Yeah, well summed up, Shramo. I agree with that analysis. Yeah, I agree, Daniel. It is harsh to say. Langdon has missed. Tough shot. 15 points. No, I agree. It's probably... It doesn't really matter who deserves to win it. At the end of the day, it's who takes their opportunity. So it's not to say that Sydney didn't deserve it, but when you factor in the fact that they kind of got beaten up statistically and probably got a lucky decision, definitely got a lucky decision at the end. A lot of fortune in that win. But that's the way footy goes. And no one's going to remember by next week. Chapman sends Fremantle inside 50. Frederick is well defended there by Rotham. Oh, should we get some chicken sandwiches up in this bitch? I'm starving. Ooh, Aish slaps the ball away from Brander. Oh, come on, Cripps. Oh, well done. Conker put under pressure by Kelly. Cripps is now running into an open 50. Cripps from the 40-metre mark has kicked a goal. The Eagles steal one. Capitalising on a bit of a mistake from Fremantle there. Good pressure from the Eagles, and they extend the lead to 21. Oh, 9 minutes to go in the third. Cripps has worked hard today. He hasn't been good in the sense that his product has been a bit iffy, but his intensity's up, and it's nice to see him get some reward from that. He's had some bad luck. Yeah, Shramo, no one will remember next week. It's the way footy goes. You just look back and over the course of a season, you look back at the results, and all it will say is that Sydney beat Geelong by 2 points. That's all that matters. Likewise, when Geelong beat the Lions in GMHBA. I mean, we do still remember what happened, but it doesn't matter. How far do I live from Optus? I am... Well, it takes about an hour commute just because you have to take public transport. But if I drove there, I'd probably get there in 15 to 20. Oh, Darling. Nearly plucked the one-handed mark. He's fought back to... Oh, he's shrugged the tackle off. Cripps has another opportunity. Vardy, for a rare goal, has kicked it. 27 points. Come on, Eagles. Somewhere, distantly, Daniel Bush's rectum is imploding. Great goal from Vards. Well done, Darling, as well. That was Darling's strength and Cripps' assist as well. And a great kick from Vardy. 27 points, I dare say, is the biggest margin of the game so far. It's going to be tough for Fremantle to come back, but they are a good team, I reckon. And they're they're not getting outplayed massively. It's just the Eagles have capitalised, so definitely still in this contest. But let's have a look at the stats. See if the Eagles have pulled away in a bit. So we've had 14 more possessions, 8 more clearances. So starting to win more clearances comparatively. And Nat Nui in the ruck. And we, once again, don't win the clearance. It's intercepted. Ball's going to be thrown up again, I reckon. Marks inside 50. We've had 2 more. Oh, we get holding the ball call. Interesting. I guess that counts as a clearance, maybe. Cole was about to send us forward again. He's a good player, that young Brayshaw. And that is a great pass to Frederick. He's been paid the free kick, rightfully so. That gives the Eagles a chance to get players back. Well, Frederick probably has put his player under a bit of pressure there, but it's just enough for Akers. And Fife has slapped that on his boot out of bounds on the full for his change. Just kidding. So 7 minutes to go in the half. Oh, a bit of banter here between Fife and Redden. Not happy with each other. Wonder if that's about the out of bounds in the full or something else. Fife's probably saying, look at my Brownlows. I can hang a Brownlow from each nut. Oh, slap forward from Redden. He's having a great game. And that is a good intercept from Wilson. It's funny to see in the chat, there's a bit of showdown talk. And it's kind of like this game where Port have just had their asses handed to them, as did West Coast before the Derby, causing the lesser fancied rival team to suddenly be very confident of a win. So far, the Eagles have shown up. The game's still on. And equally, I'm also expecting Port to smash Adelaide, to be honest. Is Boak in next week, though? Do we know that for sure? Kennedy, oh, he's looking good. He's looking good with those little hip moves. Just not unlike Shakira. Oh, boy. Waterman has handballed to himself and nearly gone out of bounds. Deliberate. He's socketed it back in. There's a bit of Ronaldinho from Waterman there, but don't think it's going to produce anything. Nathan misses a lot, Fife. That is the one clear shortcoming of his game, but he's a fantastic player. 47 in the chat. Thanks, guys. Help us get to 100 likes. It'll be a nice little milestone for this derby. Oh, ball clears the pack, and Fremantle just a little bit sloppy. Can't quite take momentum. They lose about 20 metres, but now they're out on the outside. Frederick shoved in the back. He's been manhandled all day, Frederick. But he's been getting frees. I reckon he'll be pretty sore tomorrow. Aish finds Collier. Oh. Fremantle have an inside 50 against the run, sort of. And the Eagles get out of trouble again. So Fremantle not really quite threatening the goals in the same way. Now the Eagles through Brander is having a few running bounces in the wing. They can really set up another attack. He finds Darling. Is that a free? No, I think it's a good spoil. Sarah's quite confident Boak will be back next week. I think they were planning on resting him for a week early this year because it's 300 coming up and it was originally an away game. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, a little distracted by the footy here. Yeah, it makes sense to rest them. The Eagles have had to make decisions like that on older players this year. Oh, they've called advantage on Kelly. He stops, swerves and finds Darling. The Eagles are lining up for another goal. There is some tired football players out there today. There's 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Darling's lining up to make it 33 points the margin, which is a very comfortable buffer. Freo might get in a momentum swing. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's the way this game's going. But we just need to make sure we score while we have these opportunities. Ali's in the chat. Essendon will finish 18th. I certainly don't think that, as Darling lines up for a tough shot, and it's not going to quite make it, and it is going to be no score. And Mundy with a beautiful laser pass. Looking very, very good. Eli, we should be wearing the prison bar Guernsey. I tend to agree, to be honest. No real reason why they shouldn't, if they really want to. But they're holding it up, so Kelly does have the free. Kelly launches the ball into the pocket, not deep, and it is intercepted because we're outnumbered. That's disappointing. Brayshaw. Oh, Nat Nui. Whoa, he was lining up Brendan Cox there. But Allen intercepts against the Eagles, just putting all their force on Fremantle's defence right now. And again, not... Oh, he's found Kennedy. That's a good lead-up mark. Eagles just having a bit more legs at the moment. Fremantle have kind of stopped. A bit of footy says he looked at the score a few minutes ago and it was 9 points. Now it's this. Yeah, the Eagles really put their foot on the pedal, so to speak. Kenny's had 3 goals today, looking very, very good. A good in for the Eagles. I think a couple of weeks off. Oh, was it 1 week off? It was a good timely rest for the big fella. As Kennedy lines up to make it 33 points. It is fuzzy on my screen. He's just missed. Hey?
Score update?
Eagles by 28 so far. Just before 3/4 time. What's that mean? Oh, right.
Cross tween Hezzy, hit the jet ski.
Like Lionel Messi.
How's Figure was singing that song?
Oh, intercepted mark from Waterman, sorry. Yeah.
And I asked her, do you know who Lionel Messi is? And she's like, no.
Oh, really?
I looked at her, I was like, what is
Damn.
wrong with today's you?
Lionel Messi still plays, damn.
My 19-year-old sister doesn't know who Lionel Messi is, yet sings the Chance the Rapper lyric with his name.
Yeah. Mind you, we're probably all guilty of that to some extent. Not so much Messi, but yeah. So Waterman is lining up to make this 34 points. A real clapping of the cheeks. Borderline, not really. But the Eagles have dominated lately.
Have you,
Oh, he's gold.
he's got a pretty famous uncle, Waterman. His name's Postman.
Postman Waterman?
Yeah, the Postman.
Huh?
The Postman.
I don't get it.
Because he's Waterman.
Oh, yeah, right.
Doesn't hit.
Is he Adam Sandler's dad? What a boy.
Do avocados go in the fridge?
Yeah, they can do. Or, I mean, do they have to? I don't think they have to. No.
What is it?
We'll ask the chat. Do avocados have to go in the fridge? Let us
No,
know.
I think no, right?
I don't think they
I'm
have
pretty
to.
sure it's a big no.
A big no.
A big no.
Ooh, I was a very gentle no.
No, it's a big no. I'm big.
Someone say big no.
Oh, wait, no.
I said
I
big
think
Oh.
Tramo says fuck Messi.
Does he?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, I'm a
you're
Messi
Ronaldo
man.
guy, obviously.
Yeah, I'm Team Ronaldo.
Makes you automatically gay.
Which is okay.
This is
Which is
okay.
okay.
We're a progressive channel over here. Cool. Recall. Oh, that knew he just hunted that.
Yeah, he's having a good one. G Redden.
Sheridan's ex-boyfriend's playing pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Pardon?
Sean Darcy.
Okay, not.
Wouldn't even be making an impact, buddy. Oh, so Fremantle will be hoping to score right before half time. I think they kicked the first of the half, or no, they've kicked 2 goals this half. But the Eagles have well and truly
that handball. Who's that young bloke?
Witherden.
Oh, you didn't get. Oh no, you did. Sorry. You gonna say anything?
Oh, Shramo, the guy who said fuck Messi, says he doesn't watch soccer. If they are not ripe, they should go in the fridge, says Kathy.
It is ripe. Remember the lady said it's all good.
Yeah.
And if it is ripe, then what? Because she said if it isn't ripe, they go in the fridge.
So I think, yeah, is it bad if they go in the fridge if they're ripe? That's the other question. Yeah. Stay tuned.
It's definitely a ripe avocado.
So it's definitely ripe, Kathy. What do we do?
Also, what do you do with cherry ripe?
If they are not ripe, they should go in the fridge. Oh no, she's copied it twice. Never mind, it's the same message.
Kathy, help.
Help us, Kathy.
I don't know why, but when I think Kathy, I don't want to say this.
I don't know where you're going with that, but
It's like a Karen type.
oh right.
Like, I imagine her middle age.
Oh, I don't know. I actually don't know how old Kathy is, but she's very supportive of the channel.
Thank you, Kathy.
Jermaine Jones wheels in. He's playing really well actually.
So weird
Sends the
seeing
ball.
him on the TV.
Brander! This will make it 39 points on the half.
And it would be good for his brand if he kicks his goal.
Personal brander, we
Yeah.
call him. Alright. Jermaine Jones has stink lines over his left boot in a good way. We're at 90 likes, guys. 10 more to get us to a ton. Looking real good. If you think Essendon finish 18th, say yes. I'll say no. Someone else is asking if that's my girlfriend. It's not. Brander lining up. This is 39 points to almost shut the door on Fremantle completely. He's done it. Suck on that, Daniel Busher. Specifically him.
Why do you keep turning it on and off?
So this is a live stream here. Like this is like concurrently going, like permanently, and then I vlog it. I'm vlogging my football weekend, which is just like passages throughout the thing, but I don't want to leave that on for 3 hours because it'll take long to edit. Do you know what I mean? So just when I've got something to say, I turn it on. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah. Sometimes I miss something hell cool though. You know what I mean? Like it happens, and then I'm like, oh shit. So that's the downside, but.
And he makes you reset it. Yeah, go on the back hero positions and do that again all over. It's like, no, Jesse, you missed the moment.
Hey guys, act surprised. Oh my god, what a goal. Oh, I'm going to write a cheeky message to Bush.
Little docket with the fuel out
I've
there.
never used them.
I always use them. Get a couple buck off.
Just to let everyone know, Busher tipped Fremantle by 40 points today. 42, I think it was. 7 goals. How embarrassing.
Oh, right, I did. Hello, Master Spear.
I didn't even see you get
I
that.
stuck away from me to get it.
Alright.
I was like, okay.
Sportsnut says Hawks will beat the Eagles next week. I hope not. I feel like on current form, we shouldn't lose, but Hawthorn do have a knack of beating us. Oh, 98 likes. Thank you guys. Let's get to the ton, but really appreciate that.
$3.
It is not my daughter, legend.
Is that your daughter? You had her at 3 years old, maybe.
Yeah. And I was getting busy at 3 years old, believe me.
He's 6 months older.
Eagles were never losing this game, like ever. Oh, don't know. It was a good fiery start. Yes, PDZ, I would be at the game. I found out 2 hours before the game I couldn't go, so oh well, but it's been good on the stream. 102 likes from you guys. Thank you so much for that. That's really helpful. Fremantle are going to lose 11 in a row. I don't want to get too cocky because I feel like 7 goals is easy to come back, but
So that should be something.
Busher says my phone has almost been thrown at the wall multiple times.
Lol.
I do remember Busher like makes a bold tip, and then if the player, there's another variable change, it's like, oh no, never mind, we won't win. That's what he did today with Luke Ryan out. Is the other guy your son? Yes.
Daddy?
I'm like, Daddy.
Papa? Papa Munenio?
West Coast Eagles fan says he forgot to subscribe. Oh, you little dog. Just kidding. Love you. Let's see how... Hey?
But please do.
Please do. Yeah, please subscribe. We're at 11,502.
He's got to feed his kids.
Yep. I got fids to keyed. Do you remember saying that? No?
I hate my dyslexia.
I think you said it while you were really hungover once. You're like, I got fids to keyed.
I'm good for a couple of those a week.
Yeah.
Oh, mother's milk.
Straight from the teat.
Do you reckon if you ate enough mint, your boobies would increase?
Your what? Your poos?
Your boobies.
Oh, I was going to say, that's kind of fucked up, Dylan. Adib says, go Eagles, we are winning. It's a hot day in Perth and the Eagles lead by 39. It looks like beautiful conditions for football, to be honest. But yeah, not too hot, I don't think. It was jumper weather before. I'm up and about. This is a good performance for the Eagles. I do love beating Fremantle.
Are they winning?
Yeah, up by 39. And obviously, I don't want to get too cocky on my stream because, mind you...
We've seen that backfire.
Yeah. I do actually think I generally lose when I stream the Eagles. But I generally stream big Eagles games. So then, like, obviously there's more risk of losing those. I wouldn't stream, like, West Coast versus Hawthorn at Perth. Mind you, we lost the last game, or the second last game they came, so... Yeah. This is a record 11 wins in a row for the Eagles. I'm getting way too confident. It's only 3/4 time, but it would be 11 in a row, which is extending the record.
That is a gross haircut.
Toby Watson, yeah, he really leans into the funny looking sort of vibe. So
Good on him.
yeah, he's a good little player. Don't mind him. Both teams look very tired. I agree. They look a bit el cookto, as they say in Portugal.
Just English with an O on the end.
Jesse, you're like a real influencer. I mean,
Wow.
You got influenza.
Damn, you sick.
You got the flu.
You're a real influencer. You sick as fuck.
That could be a dope compliment.
Yeah.
Are you influenza? Because you're sick as fuck.
Are you gonorrhea? No.
Are you marijuana? Because you're dope as fuck.
That's a good one. Merch ideas.
Cross tween hezzy, hit the Jesky.
You were generally at Eagle home games, so you stream when they come here. That is true, but last year was a COVID year and I didn't attend any Eagles games. So that throws it out of whack. 109 likes, thank you guys. We're pumping them away.
I'll like it too.
Not to, thanks, buddy. That'd be great. It does help the stream. $4.49 of revenue.
Hello, Harvard U.
Hello, Harvard U.
True Footy. Oh, she's got her as her first search up there. How have you not subscribed, you so-and-so?
I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be actually amazed if she had subscribed, to be honest.
Yeah, where's the live?
Hey, Sheridan.
Comment in there. Say, I'm the girl from the back. I'm the girl from the background.
Do it.
Wait, I want to see what's on my YouTube first. Shit, where do I look?
Hunter Brown says, Jesse, thoughts on Drewsy's emotions? I haven't actually caught up with Drewsy. I might actually just tune into his stream.
What happened?
Their body language is not great.
My transformation.
Not just like Bush on a Saturday morning, I've just heard. Drewsy's making Busher jokes. Final corner, kicks underway. Is that right? Kicks underway? No, there's no kicking. She just sends the ball forward. Chapman. He's a good little player, Heath Chapman. I say little, these guys are probably far taller than me. So if Fremantle are going to launch a comeback here, which is still possible, they've got to score quickly. No shit. But I mean early. Shout out Sheridan. You're interrupting my quiet cooking. I sure did.
I don't know how far it is.
Thanks, Mid Guffy. Appreciate that. Oh, lob flies.
couple of minutes.
Oscar Allen.
Yeah, he'll say his name.
Oh shit, you probably can see me in the background then.
You can over there, obviously not now. Yeah. So Kathy says, if they are ripe, keep them out of the fridge, or they go brown quicker. I am 16. That was when he said, I know some young Kathys.
You can hear me laughing in the background. Oh shit, I'm really loud. Just a fan.
It was like that my story that I put up when we were walking the trails. I had to turn the sound off because you can see Sharon just talking so loud. Like, why is the air so hot up here? I was like, fuck mate, you're on my video.
I was going to say, someone's asked what game we're going to stream next week. Well, we'll have a look. I usually time it while Dylan's at footy, so it was probably a Saturday afternoon. Ooh, bottom of the table clash, North versus Collingwood. That's juicy. 18th versus 17th.
Sounds like...
GWS Essendon could be interesting. I haven't decided yet though. Geelong's playing Richmond on Friday night, but I have dinner plans, which is unfortunate. With my sister, not that exciting. Petrocelli launches into an open goal. He has cooked it. Oh, he's found Darling, but it's touched. No, you overreacted.
He's just not that good.
Petch? No, he's alright. But yeah, he's average. He's alright, but yeah, he's bad.
He sucks.
No, he's just like... Oh, we got a free kick. I literally missed that. Darling got a free kick and kicked the goal. Oh no, it was a score review to Petch. I see.
Oh, fucking hell, mate.
Kathy BOG with the Avo advice. Yes, 3 votes. Kathy C.
And she's 16. Oh, my points.
The Crimson Storm says, did you miss my comment? I might have done it. Do you remember the Q stick? Yes, 100% I do. I was at the 06 Grand Final, very in touch with that Eagles team.
I'm gonna go. To the gym. Then come back. But actually,
Carlton versus Essendon. Beef Randon. That's a cool name. Game of the year so far. Good call. I didn't see it, but you're right, the high scoring.
When do you want to do it?
now.
Fife with the clearance. The margin is 45. This has been a very good performance from the Eagles against a half-decent Fremantle side who just couldn't quite match it for quite as long. You'd have to think now, time's running out. Oh, Cole's intercepted well. This is a good response from the Eagles, and I'm quite pleased to see a lot of people who wrote the Eagles off this week have had their sort of criticisms nullified. Could you flick on the lights, please? Or just that one, whichever. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, perfect.
See you soon.
See you soon.
On the gym.
Oh, are you actually?
Yeah.
Enjoy.
And then I'll
Is this the
come
second time you got? No, it's the first time you got into. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
She went 3 times yesterday.
I know. Insane.
2 times yesterday.
Yeah. But for hours. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh. Mid Guffey says, "What's your prediction from here on the margin of the Eagles and how much they're going to win by?" It's hard to tell because we generally don't often run out games and try and put them away. So, but at the moment we don't look like we've stopped either. So hopefully we sort of put them to the sword. We're sort of running all over them at the moment. I think Fremantle's intensity's dropped off. Oh, Nick Nat with the quick hands finds Kelly, and Darling. He's been given a free. Langdon has played on and missed. Idiot. Yeah. Dumb. A bit hungry there from Langdon, who's trying to assert his place in the team. Maybe he's saying he didn't hear the call, and that's possible. AFL legend, I certainly was. Only found out a couple of hours before the game. I couldn't go, unfortunately. So Fremantle all jumped on the treadmill at 3/4 time. Yeah. Thanks, Kathy. So are you. Appreciate you being here. Thanks to everyone who's been watching the stream today. Had some good numbers by the looks and 114 likes. Appreciate that. Oh, Harry Edwards. Starting to make an impact. He's a good young player. Could potentially get a rising star nom, actually. I haven't really noticed how much of the ball he's had, but... Let's have a look at some stats. So most touches on ground is now Tim Kelly. That surprises me. He's been good, but oh, AFL app is spazzing out. I'm going to close it. And we get another intercept mark. Witherden's had plenty of the ball as well, I feel like. Ooh, good spoil. So Sheed's had 25, kind of quieting down. Gaff 31 and a goal. Redden's quieting down after probably be on form for the medal. It's probably Gaff's to lose at the moment, or Kelly. Witherden 14 touches. Harry Edwards 12 and 7 marks. Yeah, could conceivably get a nom this week. I haven't even really noticed what other Rising Star candidates have played well this week, so I mean I could be coming up with some bullshit there, but we'll see. Petch from the boundary. Centers it. Kennedy can't quite get it. Waterman with the crumbs. Oh, he wants a don't argue. He's run himself into a bit of trouble here. Kelly could snap. He's missed. Rats. Who do you think will win the Coleman this year? Either Tex or Harry Mackay. Yeah. So how did Harry Mackay play today? As the Blues got up by 16 points, it was 4 goals to Mackay. Jeez. So what's the current standings? It's 1 goal to margin. I feel like Mackay's got the momentum. I feel like Mackay could easily win the Coleman, which would be incredible. Didn't really pick him as a contender for it. He's had a great year. Is Optus my internet provider? No, it's Belong, I believe. Optus for my phone. Why's that? Does it look shit? Probably more to do with the webcam, to be honest. I'd love to make moves to improve the live stream product going forward. I'd love to be able to just do it with an actual camera. Oh. Watching Mackay today, Jeezy is strong and looking really good. Yeah. Yep, he's got an All-Australian spot for sure at the moment. I don't think I included him in my video because I think he's had a few bags since I made that video. I think I recorded it a bit early. Sting's been taken out of this game a fraction. I almost got to stand up for a second. My ass is so sore from sitting all day. Oh my God. This is weird. You know when you sit on a long car drive? Nelson spoils. $54 concurrent viewers. Thank you guys. Really appreciate you being here. Like the stream if you haven't. Subscribe if you're new. Got a few subs out of today, which I appreciate. Going for 12k by the end of the month. UCAT is very, very depressed. Well, Gobblemer. I'm just kidding. It is really satisfying to put in a performance like this when everyone was writing the Eagles off, and you know, the talk was, the narrative was, you know, they're cooked, and to have these injuries and play quite well, I'm really happy with, because I respect Fremantle as an opponent. I think they're an outside chance for the 8, and we have been too good. Midguffy says, West Coast has been such a hard team to tip. One game you beat Gold Coast and Port convincingly, and you just lose to the Dogs, and then you also got destroyed by the Saints and the Cats. Yeah. Saints and the Cats were the only 2 real poor games we've played so far. The Dogs was a good, honourable loss. That is almost a goal from Kennedy. It's going to be touched through. Jesse with the sore ass. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to, for about 30 seconds, sit like this. And I know that's suspicious when a man says he's got a sore ass that he can't sit down. Be like, gee, what are you up to? But it's literally just from sitting on my ass watching football. talking about the Eagles' poor home and away performance, again, I think reading a little bit too much into it. We were 5 goals up against St Kilda. The ground doesn't hold fears for us. We just dropped off. Oh, wow. They're paying that a goal to Langdon. Is that what's happening here? I think they're going to pay that a goal to Langdon. That's hot. Tom Powell had a day out today, 23 disposals and a goal. Yeah, all right, thanks for pointing that out. I feel like Powell's been decent so far for North. You wouldn't expect Edwards to get the nom just based on one good performance, but I do think he will get a nom at some point this year. I think he's a very good talent. Although hopefully that's not because, Gov and Barras are out. But Barras should come back in next week. Alright, my ass is almost recovered. Wow, they're really banging on about this score review, aren't they? You know what? I'm going to pee. Alright, I've come back and they are still reviewing this stupid ass goal. It's made a decision. Are they paying it? They've paid it. Goal to the Eagles. Does that mean it's 53 points? I think it does. Oh. Daniel Busher. Look at me now. Shamo says I was driving home the other day and had to pull over because my ass went to sleep. Mate, I totally relate to that pain. It is so uncomfortable on plane rides and car drives and yeah, sucks. Gee, Langdon didn't even claim that goal. Langdon didn't even claim it. The commentating be weird, reckons the Eagles fan. I can't really hear it, to be honest. I'm kind of talking over it. AFL Yank. I really thought that Freo was going to win this. Well, shame on you, buddy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But ground ball gets 21-9. So the Eagles actually come to play in that respect. It's a bit of a weakness of ours. Sheed another clearance. Red another possession. Oh, it's a ground ball. Vardy with the hip and shoulder, not the hip and shoulder, the don't argue rather. The Eagles going for another inside 50. Fremantle are just rolling over at the moment. Lob intercepts. Is 5 out of 9 good this week? Look, it's certainly not bad. I think it's a tough tip this round. I wouldn't say it's good because that's what I got, and if I got it, it's probably not great. But yeah. $11.5 to go in the game. Oh, great intercept, Petrocelli. He's done very well. This is a tough shot. We're 11.5 remaining in the game. The Eagles lead by a whopping 53 points on the back of a fortuitous kind of result with the goal score review coming off Langdon's boot. But this has been really nice to see a response after, getting battered and, Fremantle fans being very confident. So we've actually toppled them in the top 8. We've moved into the top 8 on the live ladder as Petch lines up to extend the margin. It's good off the boot, but it's gonna slide left. Wonder got my dad got. Good question. I think he would have beat me, to be honest. I don't think he would have. See if I can find out. Can I find out? Shortly. As the Eagles have the ball again. Margin 54 points. 5's good this week in my comp. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to end up with here. So I can't complain. I changed my tip like 4 times this week. Waterman passes and he finds Cripps, who's worked hard today.
Is this the only game that you streamed?
I streamed Adelaide GWS yesterday and then Brisbane and Port on Drewsy's channel last night.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Wow, Drewsy's 2 tips from the top. He's in the 6th position. And I presume... I think he tipped West Coast. So quite a few Fremantle tips in the chat. Not in the chat, rather, but the competition we've got going on. Trying to find Dad here. It might be a bit hard for me to find Dad until the end of the round. Cripps has kicked a behind.
I got absolutely raped and did not plays.
Nice.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm just leaving.
I'm 389th. Oh, you know what shit? In the comp, I just realised there's like hundreds of people that didn't tip at all, and they just tips the away team, and I'm below all of them. That's so lame.
What from Plowman? You got 21 points.
Really? Did he play full game? Oh, they've paid holding the ball because it was prior opportunity because he shrugged off 1 tackle. That's rough. Wow, Tim Kelly, career high possessions. That surprises me. He has been good. Busher did tip Fremantle, I can see that here. Nah, it's going to be too hard to find out. I'll have to tell you at the end of the round. Or stay tuned for just the tips every Tuesday on the True Footy YouTube channel. Wow, well done, Potesta. He got 7. That's incredible. I'd love to pile on a few goals for percentage. It's something we've lacked. And last week we got our percentage torn apart with a terrible performance. So I'd love to get a few late ones here, but this is generally where we let a few goals go the other way. Thanks for the subs, guys, today. I think I got about 10 off this stream. Keep that up. If you haven't subscribed, we'd love you to do that. Trying to get 12k by the end of the month. Feeling really good with the Swans win. AFL Yank. Good mark, Brander. Yeah, you should be. That was a great win against the top 4 team. Kind of made a statement right when Sydney kind of needed to. What are you doing with the avos, True Footy? I'm not. They're not for me. What are you guys doing with the avocados? Kathy wants to know what you're doing with the avocados.
Bacon and egg and avocado breakfasts.
Bacon and egg and avocado breakfasts. According to Dylan, if you didn't hear that on the mic. There you go, Kathy. You heard it here first. Waterman sends that deep. That is probably going to cause a stoppage, hopefully. Nah, favourable bounce from Aish, and he kicks it very close to out of bounds. They've paid the mark. Hi, the Punisher. Welcome. Oh, Dylan raised his eyebrows at that username. I didn't even trigger it until like a second after. Hi, the Punisher.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Not welcome.
Hi, Rectum Punisher 93.
Is that Bush or is that you?
How do you react to the Lions win? It confirms what I suspected in that they're still a good team. I did expect them to win at home. I did originally tip Port and switch to the Lions.
Oh, look at his eye.
Yeah, that was already like that.
Yeah. I saw that.
But Lions are too good at home. And, yeah, it just confirms that they're still a good team. Eli says, how long until Melbourne lose? Well, round 11 they play the Bulldogs, but as Brander runs into a goal, and he should kick it, and he does kick it, 61 points. Suck that, Daniel Busher.
Wow, you really are putting it to him, aren't you?
Yeah, we're really clapping him. What were I talking about? How long till Melbourne lose? No, I said that round 11 they play the Bulldogs, but I wouldn't be surprised if they lose a game unexpectedly before that and then beat the Bulldogs. That's the way footy goes. Branda is playing a good game of footy, and Daniel Busher can lick my rectum. Kathy says, cheers, let Dylan commentate the game with you. By all means. You might have to come sit over here, and I don't think he wants to, but you're welcome to. He's shaking his head. Oh, and now he's saying yes secretly. And now he's snarling. Now he's licking his lips and touching his nipples. What he actually did was far grosser. Oh my god, the Punisher just said, how old are you? I would like to punish something of yours. I'm 27. I'm 27. Oh, she gets dumped by his own teammate.
On that note, I'm 27. I'm about to get raped. Pick me up in
45 minutes. Goodness me. 118 likes. Thank you, guys. You guys are champions. Keep it going. Let's get it to 150. That's my bold, audacious goal. And that... Oh, Harry Edwards spills a simple intercept mark, comparatively. Oh, Paddy Dow copped the hardest elbow to the eye today. Massive shiner. Didn't see that. Hopefully not concussed. West Magnetic says, why are you not watching it with Druzy? Druzy was always doing a live stream, and I wanted to do one if I couldn't go to the game. So, yeah, it didn't make sense for him to lose his stream or me to not do one if we both wanted to do one, if that makes sense. Plus, they're all Dockers fans, and it's always a bit more comfortable just watching a game with people who are not barracking against you. But not saying we won't ever do that. But it makes sense for us to both do a stream. 5 minutes to go. The Eagles up by 61 points. Great win by the Eagles. Not much you can say. They were hungrier than Fremantle. Yeah, I tend to agree. I think Fremantle matched it with us for sure for a half and then dropped off. Although Caleb Sarong will line up now. Not concussed, Stramo. Interesting. Mitchy Barts is in the chat. Welcome, mate. I am pretty happy. Very happy. Couldn't be happier, actually. At halftime, this looked like an even, tense game. Kelly BOG is a chance, Mitch. Let's have a look at the stats. Although, I just looked at the score and on here, he must miss this. Gee, it's a good kick, though. No, he's just missed. So your BOGs are... Wow, Kelly's had 41 and 8 tackles. Okay, yeah. Holy shit. I didn't realise he had accumulated that much. That's incredible. Yeah. No, he is the medalist, you'd have to say. Be interesting to see if they make him do a speech with no one in the stands. Or like if they do one just for the TV. Probably not. I'd love another coupler. Not gonna lie. Nat Nui with 93 fantasy points has kind of rescued my poor week and just made it a below average one. With it and with a good mark. Oh, it's a free kick to Walters. No, not Walters. Schultz. That sucks. Sheed has been very good. I don't know if he's had the ball quite enough to really take it from Kelly. But, oh, Kelly just laid another tackle. Well done. The Eagles... as Sheed sort of butchers that kick out to the wing. Good contest.
Who's that number 7 for the Eagles?
Langdon. He's Zach Langdon from...
It was so average there.
Yeah, he's not very good. Thanks, Mitchy. Catch you later.
Who's the guy that Gav punched again? Is it Brayshaw?
Andrew Brayshaw, yeah.
So he literally started behind... No, I forgot the other dude's name. Langdon. Yeah. And started behind him, ran straight past him and got to a 50-50 ball and forced it out. Where if Langdon saw he had a player running there, put the slightest block on, you guys could have been out.
True, yeah.
And he just let him just run past and make it a 50-50 ball and it's gone out, which is a win.
Yeah, that's lame. He's a small forward meant to be making pressure acts and stuff as well. So, and he's not getting a lot of the ball. So, yeah, frustrating. I'm not convinced by him, but it's early. It's early. Thanks, Kathy. Really appreciate that. Thank you for taking part and liking and subscribing. It means a lot. It's been a nice stream today, not just because of the result, but lots of people on, a lot of engagement. Yeah, it's been really good fun. Do you think with Collingwood's situation, it's the mids to the forwards connection that hurt us more, or do you think it's more to it than that? I think it's probably a bit of that, but I think the forward line in general is a little bit undermanned. I probably don't watch them closely enough to really answer your question there, Kev, but it's probably something for me to look at. I think you'd probably have a more reliable opinion than me on exactly how it's breaking down on field for Collingwood, but yeah. They've got Taylor Adams out, doesn't help. And Mason Cox is a tough one where it's like, I don't really rate him as a player, but you guys probably are better structurally with him in the side. Cheers, Mid Guffey. Appreciate you doing that. Fremantle moving the ball out of their back half, trying to find a late consolation goal. I'd love to not concede one here. 32 scoring shots to 19 tells the tale of dominance, and I'll look through some more stats. Post-game darts on the cards.
What did you say?
Nothing. Clearances 40 to 30. So for all the talk, including myself, but for all the talk that Fremantle were going to dominate the midfield battle, the Eagles have smacked them, to be honest. It's easy to focus on my team, the Eagles, today, and see what's going right. I'd be interested to see what Fremantle fans think of the effort. I think there's no doubt they've stopped, but I'd be inclined to give them the benefit of the doubt and say it's fatigue and not interest level. Because it was a good game from that first half. I was genuinely worried we were going to lose. Sheed with another possession. Brander gets it. Late chance for the Eagles now to score as Darling is spoiled by Brendan Cox. Do you think Bucks gone this week, or do you think North could be the final nail in the coffin? Well, if North beat Collingwood, that would be very close to be the final nail in the coffin. It just depends how they see where Collingwood are at, but I can't imagine being bottom 2 and 1 and 6 is acceptable, and certainly not 1 and 7, and close to the bottom if they lose that game. 30 seconds to go. The Eagles looking for a final goal for percentage, although they've moved the ball back 100 metres just as I say that. Oh, there's a chance here. The Eagles switching. Dylan's boy Langdon has the ball. There's a little nugget of a fella. Duggan launches the ball. 6 seconds to go. We need a mark. We need a crumb now. Oh, the siren's just going to beat him. I don't think they'll be paid high. But the siren goes as the Eagles win by 59 points. Clap the cheeks of our crosstown rivals. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Daniel Busher, famously, and I'm not going to let him forget this, tipped Fremantle by 40 points. I tipped him by 17, and they far exceeded my expectations. Fremantle kind of stopped in the second half, but it is a very satisfying win against a team that I respect as an outside chance for finals. 59 points shows that, the Eagles were quite undermanned today as well. I know Fremantle are too, but without some really key players in that midfield, without Hearn, McGovern and Barras down back, and without Liam Ryan in the forward line, and of course Willie Rioli still not available, the Eagles got the job done despite all of those players missing and some other key sort of role players stood up. I thought Gaff, Kelly and Redden were really good. Sheed was really good, as they needed to be. Dominated the midfield battle. Nick Nat was prominent. And Harry Edwards was great in his first game. Rotham's always been a really reliable contributor, and they were too good on the day. And that puts us 8th on the ladder comfortably, and we are better than Fremantle yet again. Sweet. You should have went to Drewsy's. Nah, I'm glad I watched it here, to be honest. In my opinion, it doesn't matter which players leave. Players get forced out all the time. It's just the media doesn't make a big deal of it. But the mids and forwards connection is a worry. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Brendan, we didn't concede. You're right. Yeah, I agree, Kev, in the sense that the personnel is still good enough to contend for at least finals. You know, Treloar and Stevenson out doesn't make a team go from winning a final to bottom two. There's a lot more to it than that. Matt says it is a walk in the park, and Mid Guffey says the West Coast at Optus is scary. Yeah, haven't lost there since... Well, actually, we lost the final there last year, but that's the only loss since 2019. So yeah, no, good fortress we've built it at Optus, but we're going to have to win our first away game next week. We have to play well against Hawthorn at the MCG. Always a challenge for us, no matter where and when we struggle to beat Hawthorn. So I'm confident I'm going to tip us, but, you know, we'll see what happens. Tim Kelly for the Glendinning medal, I agree with you. I'd be surprised if that's not the case. How much do you think Alan back helps out while we're lacking our regular defenders? I think it's really good. I think Alan's super talented, can play in multiple positions. We're very lucky we have a player of not only his talent, but his versatility as well. So, yeah, good question. I think I'm happy with him inside in the back line, to be honest. You know, if it has to be another week without Barras, and I think McGovern's certainly another week. Could be wrong. But yeah. How did Nick Nat go today, man? Asked Shramo. You know what? I think from the eye test, I thought he went well. I thought he impacted the ball well. So the game from ground level really well. I think he 93 fantasy points, 22 hit outs, 15 possessions. But Sean Darcy actually had the most hit outs today. So nonetheless, I think Nat Nui's taps from at least the eye test, I thought were a bit more damaging. He also laid 6 tackles as well. What else? What other stats can we see? Kelly, 14 clearances and Nat Nui 8 as well. 14 clearances, that's enormous.
Is it dart time?
Almost. Probably going to wrap up in about 5 to 10. How's Quentin going?
Sherman's at the gym, so we need to hurry.
Alright. Yeah. Alright, we're probably going to wrap up in about 5 to 10, guys. Drewsy's in the chat. He's thriving. Commiserations, Drewsy. If it makes you feel any better, I'm most satisfied for Daniel Bush's pain rather than yours. To your credit, you were very reasonable going into this game. I can understand if you're a bit hurt at the moment. I think it was just a case of Fremantle stopping in the second half. And that was the difference. The Eagles just pressed on. Fremantle have been playing good football. Haven't really had too many bad... Well, we haven't had a bad game since that Carlton loss. And this game is probably a case of the second half being close to that. Drewsy said darts could be nice. See you, Kathy. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. If anyone's still in the chat and you want to like the stream before we wrap up, that would be much appreciated. And certainly subscribe if you haven't already. This has been really good fun. Mitch Badger says Tim Kelly 41. I think it was actually 42 if I'm not mistaken. 14 clearances. Yeah, 42. 9 tackles. 3 votes for sure. Druzy says, thanks, buddy. Yeah. Jesse Lee, hi. Great name. It's a boy's name, though. Where are we at? I think Nick Nat got around a bit more, seeing as everyone was saying he didn't follow the other ruck. Yeah, fair enough. I agree, Minecraft. I thought Jones probably played his best game at AFL level. Certainly for the Eagles anyway. Didn't really follow them that closely at Geelong. Hamish asked Nick Nat or Dean Cox. I'm inclined to say Dean Cox still, but I do love Nick Nat. Sportsnut wants us to stream for another 2 hours. I don't think I have that in me. You have no idea how tiring a live stream by yourself is. Truzies. El Metropoliso. That sounded very Italian. Yeah, no, just when you're doing a live stream by yourself, you've got to fill all the silences yourself. There's no resting in between chats. Druzy says, "Come get your ball." What's my ball? Come get my balls. Thanks, Sportsnut. Thanks for taking part. Appreciate you you saying that and also you being a part. Thank you, FaZe Jarvis. Shannon says Tim Kelly won the medal. It makes sense. Sportsnut says you seem to gain likes when you ask them to like. Yep, I appreciate it, guys. Not everyone thinks to like a stream, but it actually helps for the algorithm and stuff, and you know, want to keep the channel growing. So really appreciate it if you are enjoying the stream, hitting like. Yeah, so I appreciate everyone who's doing that. Probably got a couple of minutes to go on the stream, guys. So let's get our chats in. As I also bask in the glory of Gaff and 35 and a goal. Dom Sheed 30 was great. Like I said at the start of the game, Redden, Sheed, Gaff, Kelly, all capable of blinders, like they sometimes do. I think they really stood up against Collingwood. And today they were the better midfield, despite, you know, the likes of Fife and Mundy still playing well. Sarong only had 18. I mean, he's a young fella, so I can't blame him. How did Brayshaw go? Brayshaw had 32. Yeah, no surprises there. Definitely another good game. Drewsy's just scared the Lions next week. That'll be a tasty game. Fremantle versus Brisbane. Delicioso. Dad messaged me saying, ooh, 4 out of 9. Not my best week. You? How much percent of people are not subbed? About 55%, I think, Sportsnut. Which is a lot. But it is actually a good thing because it means you're reaching new people. So if your percentage was really low and it was just your subscribers seeing it, it means you're not actually growing. So it is a good thing. But yes, I would really appreciate people subscribing because we're going for 12k by the end of May. Jesse, you remember yesterday when I said Eagles by 60 could be nice? That was a great call. That is a great call, Hamish. Could be nice. And it was, buddy. That was one of the more satisfying derbies. The last 11 have all been pretty good. Jeez. Rivers, was that Rivers or Fritsch? No, I think it was Fritsch. Just elbowed someone. I got 5 tips right, Benjamin. Welcome. Sportsnut says no crowd might affect Lions. I reckon there will be a crowd next week in Perth. Is it a Sunday game? I think it is. I'm quietly confident we'll get maybe three quarters of the crowd capacity, which for Fremantle is about 8,000. Amazing goal by JK and Zach Landon, I agree. All right, guys, probably going to wrap it up just about there. Hang on. I'm going to repeat that for the vlog, so excuse me for repeating myself. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the stream. 133 likes is awesome. 42 viewing currently, about 3,500. Druzy chimes in with an I'm depressed. Good, buddy. Thank you so much for the stream. It's been a lot of fun. You're gonna see the vlogger this weekend up on the channel, hopefully tomorrow, and I'm sure we'll do some sort of stream next week. So thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Oh, I'm still streaming, damn it.